Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Hey, this is your host, Demetrius with the PPP, Panthers Prime Podcast. Man, what an exciting draft so far, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Today has been absolutely mind-blowing when it comes down to what we've done. Dan Morgan, man, golly, bro. Like, you stopped at nothing. Big ups to our Dan Morgan, man, Dave Canellis, for making trades after trades, trading back, trading up, trading back, making plays. I mean, golly, man. I'm not going to lie. This is the most exciting draft I've been a part of, man. And I think there's going to be even more excitement going further on in the many years coming forward, man. Let's get into this, man. Jonathan Brooks. Jonathan Brooks, man, and Trevin Wallace, man. I'm not going to lie. I had no idea who Wallace was. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought the Panthers were surefire going to get Peyton Wilson. I'm not going to lie to you. The writing was on the wall, and I thought we was going to make that play for Peyton Wilson. But Dan Morgan is a linebacker, former linebacker, and I think it's important for us who do mock drafts, because I just got to my hotel here in Connecticut, right? And of course, I've been looking at Panthers Twitter, and everybody's putting up the Snoop Dogg emoji. Like, who is this dude? Hey, man, listen, I can't play the tape. I cannot play the tape of Wallace. I can't. But let me tell you what I seen, man. Listen, this dude has some amazing closing speed when it comes down to tracking down the ball carrier, whether it's a wide receiver, whether it's a running back, whether it's the quarterback. This dude plays at all levels the same intensity. And I'm going to start with Wallace first, because we know Jonathan Brooks. We know he's the best running back in the draft. Shout out to Dan Morgan for getting the best running back in the draft too, man. Oh, man, this is absolutely crazy, yo. I'm not going to lie to you. Jeff R., what's up, man? Jeff, I said, let's go, PP. Let's talk about it. Facts, man. Something wrong with Peyton Wilson. I'm not going to lie, man. I'm not too sure what's going on with Peyton Wilson, man. I don't know. I have no clue what's going on with him, man. What's up? What's good? What's good, Rockhead? Man, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. The stuff that we're used to as far as how drafts really go, man, we got to throw that stuff away. This is a new day here in Carolina, and Dan Morgan is showing us. I've never seen so many trade backs to acquire players that are premier players. I'm not gonna lie to you, Xavier Leggett. I had to come to grips after I saw the trade today. How Dan Morgan went back, got the 52 and the 155. Package that stuff together to move back up into, I think, the 40s, if I'm not mistaken. Because, I was on the road when all this happened, so I'm listening, trying to listen in while I'm driving down 95 in Connecticut. Bro, package all that stuff in. Then the trade with the 65 back down to the 72 with the Jets. I mean, I'm not going to lie, man. I still haven't seen. Let me see if I can try to find it. I still don't know what we got from the Jets. I think we may have got like the 157, if I'm not mistaken. So even with the package, Dan Morgan he did not, man, listen. Dan Morgan knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing, man. He knows exactly what he's doing, man. But, Trevin Wallace, I'm vexed all these trade backs for nothing. What you mean all the trade backs for nothing? It makes sense. Bengals just got Jeremiah Burton. That's cool. Listen. Yeah, we're going to get a corner. Don't worry about that. We're going to get a corner. I'm thinking what's going to happen is they're probably going to grab Stephon Gilmore. If they don't get a corner tomorrow, Stephon Gilmore is going to be here next week. The 157. Yeah. So check this out. We have the 141, 142. We give that over to the Bills. We get the the 32nd and the 200. Boom. We go ahead and we get to 39. We trade back. We get the 52. We get the 155. And then once we get our player Jonathan Brooks, man, or before we did that, we traded back up, got the 157 and the freaking 40 something. Do y'all know which 40 it was? I don't know. I was driving. I don't know which 40 something we got. Yeah. B. Amos, listen, it makes perfect sense right now. Why would I go and do that when I can go ahead and get Gilmore? And then next year I can make some moves, at cornerback. I get it if it does happen like that. So I'm not trying to question anymore as far as like what Dan is doing, because I like the picks. Like, the picks are good. We got a premier running back. So listen, I don't know what's going to happen with Miles Sanders, Chuba Hubbard. I think Raheem Blackshear is pretty good. I think Tariq Cohen. I don't know, man. I know Dan signed him right after Scott Fitterer got fired and he took over as the interim. At that time. But man, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I think Miles Sanders is up out of here, man. Yeah, I think Miles is gone, bro. Second round pick next year too. Exactly. Listen, man. And if I know Dan Morgan, he's going to try to probably trade up next year to the first round with one of those seconds, man. It's a smart DM. I'm not going to lie. I question what we did yesterday based on the fact that nobody was going to probably get Xavier Legette. And I didn't like the fact that we dropped down 59 spots to the 200 from the 142. I didn't like that at all. But as I'm looking at it right now, and this is what I've been telling you guys, I put this up here a couple weeks ago when I did the whole I did my whole draft stuff. That's all this is. It's chess, baby. That's all this is. That's all this is. It's just chess. Grab this to make this work. Move this over here to make this more advantageous for this person right here, or for this team in this perspective. And that's all Dan Morgan did. He took his assets, he used his assets in his advantage, and he got what he wanted to get. Now we got the best running back in the draft. We got Xavier Legette. We got Trevin Wallace. And let me tell you, like I said, Trevin Wallace, I love everything about it. I'm about to pull up his specs real quick. Yeah. And then we're gonna watch a little bit of press conference stuff, man, because oh man, I gotta hear what they said, man. I haven't heard what Dan Morgan has said. I haven't listened to Xavier Legette stuff from today. I'm behind the times right now, guys. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. Turner 252. Good to see you, man. Great to see you, man. Great to see you. Let's see here. We're gonna pull up his specs real quick. I just want to see his his height, stuff like that. Cool. 6'2", 241. Let me tell you something, bro. This dude, his closing speed is out of this world. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's around the ball at at least every highlight I saw. He's shooting gaps. He's getting down. He's breaking down to through the offensive line. He's getting off of blocks. He's getting to the running back. I mean, this dude is all over the place. He can catch. He's the linebacker. Listen, him and Josie Jewell. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Him and Josie Jewell. It's going to be crazy. Shaq Thompson, no, he's up out of here now. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful we're getting back to real Carolina Panthers football, man, where our linebackers were feared. We didn't just allow you to make possession catches. We just didn't allow you to go down the field and do whatever you want to do. You know? That time is over with now, man. That time is over with. Shout out to King Carolina, man. How you doing? How you doing? Danny Trent. What's up? What's up, Danny? I was questioning last night too, but now I'm gonna wait until the draft is over. Dan doing all right. Yeah, he doing okay. He doing pretty good, man. I like I said, I like what he's doing. See, here's the thing. We've been so shell-shocked from Matt Rule and Scott Fitterer that when we see a trade, like we so scared, we like, let's just sit right here real quick. You know, let's not make a move. Let's not move too fast. Man, listen, this dude, this is almost like some Seattle Seahawks type stuff, man. I remember Seattle used to do crazy stuff like this, man. Trade back, trade up after they just traded back, man. This is some Seattle stuff here, man. I like everything I'm seeing. All right, let me see here. Let me see here real quick. Eternal 252. Appreciate you for that super chat, man. He said, one PPP. Hit the like button, subscribe. That's right, man. Hey, show some love in the super chat, super sticker, man. You know, Panthers content creators are going crazy right now, man. We around the clock right now with this coverage. I'm the last one to get on the scene, but I appreciate you for that super chat, man. What you said, Danny? The word is Trevin Wallace was athletic as heck. He was a slow decision in reading the field, but he can be coached. Okay, cool. Okay, I mean, listen, from what I saw. If he need to be coached up more than that, it's gonna be scary. If he needs to be more coached up than what I just seen, this dude is gonna be an absolute monster once he gets to that place of maybe like 2 years, 3 years in. He's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. I see JC Horn. Listen, I'm so far behind. I just saw JC Horn they picked up his 5th-year option. Had no clue. That's why I'm ready to get off this road, guys. Roadmaster, what's up, man? Rice gonna be Pee Wee. You funny, man. Why you put that man? Why you put the B on that man name? We could have got Trotter or Wilson. Hey, something's going on with Wilson. I'm not too sure. Once the Panthers picked up Wallace, I turned the draft off, man. I'm waiting for the one-on-one. Let's see. We're not picked. The one-on-one's not tonight, is it? Is the one-on-one tonight? Nah, it got to be tomorrow. We at the 86 right now. I got the draft playing right now. I think we do the one-on-one tomorrow. I think so. All right, cool. Let me look at this dude real quick, man. Great, man. Great. Oh, my goodness. 6'2", 241. It's a freaking Cam Newton at linebacker. Even though Cam Newton was 6'5", 6 whatever he was. Do I got any game log for him? Let me see game log real quick. Take a look. Then we're going to pull up some no game log available. All right, that's cool. All right, cool. We're going to go ahead and go to the Panthers. I want to see, because we also got Jonathan Brooks, the best running back in the draft this season. Very important pickup. I'm not going to lie to you. Very, very, very important pickup that the Carolina Panthers did. And this just goes to show, man, the focus that Carolina has, man, at positions that weren't that good. So let's go here to Jonathan Brooks real quick. I want to see his presser. We'll take a look at his presser once this ad goes away. Boom.
And congratulations, welcome to Carolina. Hey, you were the first running back taken off the board, and it was kind of a wait before the first running back was taken all the way to 46. You surprised at that, and what does that feel like to be the first running back taken also?
It's truly a blessing. Just a blessing from God for me to be able to be in this position. For him to put the ability for me to do what I do. And myself, and then just for me having my faith in God, having trust in God, and just doing it for my family and friends, and just knowing that I earned this moment. You know what I mean? It wasn't given, and I don't take that lightly. So it's truly a great feeling right now.
Do you feel like running backs might be maybe a little undervalued, or people are currently undervaluing running backs?
I guess the league and all the fans will see this year. I feel like I do agree that they are now. As a running back class in this class, and just in the NFL and the league, I think, a lot of people are going to start showing why we should be held to a higher standard. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, Jonathan, Mike from the Charlotte Observer. Congrats on your selection. Welcome to Charlotte. I was curious, Ian Rappaport had reported that you were scheduled to be cleared probably around July for training camp. How is the progress going with the knee, and how confident are you that you will be able to take part in training camp?
Honestly, as far as rehab goes, it's good. I'm out there I'm running. I'm about to start cutting, so I'm doing I'm progressing well. I'm right on track on where I need to be.
That's gonna be
For me to get
interesting to
back
keep
camp,
up with.
it's also just a blessing. I feel like this injury is a blessing from God. Just
Come
being
on now,
that it gives me
brother.
a chance to focus on a lot of other things. You know what I mean? As bad as it is, it's the best case scenario. I just only tore my ACL, and it was a complete tear. So, it's great. I can't wait to get back out there, and just can't wait to keep playing football.
What do you know about Chuba Hubbard and Miles Sanders, two guys you're going to join the backfield with?
Right. So I've done a lot of research on them. Because I took a visit there, and honestly, that was my best visit. I like the coaching staff and everything. So I looked up. The city of Charlotte is great, and those two running backs, those are two good running backs for me to go in there and learn off of. They've been in the league for some years, so it helps me. It helps me like ask them because they have knowledge of the game of how it's going to be, and it'd just be a great learning experience for me as well.
Choke fest, reach fest.
Chris Jenkins.
God dang. Why you say that?
Hey, Jonathan, Chris Jenkins with Charlotte Vibe. Congratulations. General Manager Dan Morgan talked about wanting players with
Hey,
that
bro,
dog mentality.
I was hoping you
Are
didn't
able to
hear
me,
that.
by the way?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I didn't see you on the screen. He talked about wanting players with that dog mentality. Could you share what it means to you to have that dog mentality on the field?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to respect you until you earn that respect. And for me, I played football my whole life. So, you know what I'm saying? I know that you got to have that dog in you for you to be like the alpha on the field. You know what I mean? Like you got to go out there and just play you. Don't let nobody get under your skin and just, you know what I'm saying, have a little swagger about yourself.
Is that how you would describe it and how it influences your game particularly?
Yeah, and it's just a mentality. Especially for a running back, you got to have that dog mentality where you don't want to get tackled, run through people's face, be able to pass protect, hit somebody in their mouth, and have a little talk smack after too.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. Michael Smith from Food City News. I'm kind of surprised to hear you said that the Carolina trip was the best because Jerry Jones was raving about you. So it was going to be Dallas. What about Carolina made it such a successful visit for you? What did you vibe with talking with Dan and Dave?
I mean, it was just the vibes of the coaches. Like you could just tell it was a different type of vibe. I like the plan that they had set for me. And that they said a lot of great things from their player development. And just the whole coaching staff as a whole. I got to meet some of the players that were really like welcoming, and I wasn't even a player yet. You know what I mean? And so, truthfully, I just can't wait to be in Charlotte.
What do you think about your game will impress people here when they watch you for the first time at Bank of America Stadium?
So like for me, it impressed me. I've been working on my body this whole, I guess you could call it off season, for me to get stronger, upper body, lower body, still learning the ins and outs of the game and just really trying to perfect my craft off the field as much as I can by watching film.
Thanks, sir.
All right, let's go to Joe Person, followed by David Newton.
Hey, Jonathan, congrats, man. I'm with the Athletic here in Charlotte. Wanted to ask you, you were in the midst of pretty much like an all-American season when you went down in November. What were your emotions like? Because you were a guy that had to wait a couple years for your turn in Austin.
I waited my turn. I have my trust in God. And I think it was good for me to develop my body and just learn behind two great backs. And I think that was the best thing for me.
That's a fact. That's a fact, the real Sunshine.
For this season, I like being out there with my teammates. We were battling. We went through all the stuff every day in the off season. So they made it a lot easier for me by trusting in my teammates, my O-line, D-line, team as a whole. You know what I mean? Really just trusting everybody, and it just means a lot.
How tough was that personally, when you got injured? And then I have one more for you.
I'd say when I got injured, I'd be lying if I said my mind didn't go everywhere. I didn't know exactly what was going to happen instantly, but about a day or two after, my mind got right. I was praying to God, having long talks with God, talking to my agent, coaches. And honestly, like it's truly just a blessing for me to still be in this position with my knee. Just like I said, God had a bigger plan for me. And I trusted in him. I continue to have my faith in him regardless of what circumstances I went through.
And the last one for me, did you think the Cowboys were going to take you? I know it was their surgeon, I think, who did your surgery. Were you picking up that vibe?
Their visit went good. Did I pick up that vibe? I mean, I don't really know. It was pretty cool though, for me to take those visits and to get to know the coaches at every team I went to. But I would say I'm just really happy to be in Charlotte.
Hey, Jonathan, David Newton, ESPN.com. You're a very, very explosive player. How would you describe your style and what you bring to this team?
So like I'm just elusive. I'm a back that's I'm not gonna be the fastest on the field, but I'm gonna make you miss. I'm not gonna go down on the first contact. And then for me, it's just like you said, being explosive, catching the ball in the backfield, being able to pass protect, really just, making myself a 3-down back. You know what I mean? Trying to stay on the field as much as I can and create the most value for myself.
Yeah, I think you had like some crazy number of making guys miss before the injury. Anybody kind of model your game after? Or?
I try to model my game. It kind of sounds biased with Bijan. Just being behind him for 2 years and seeing how much of a great athlete he is, and then seeing what he did at the next level. I try to perfect myself after him, just because he's, he makes people miss as fast. He can catch the ball. He can do a lot of things.
And I also want to ask you, you said you're on track. Everything's where it needs to be on your rehab. So you're saying you will be ready, or you think you'll be ready for training camp?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Just want to make clear. Thank you.
All right, we got time for a few more. Let's go to Vashti Hurt, followed by Jack Taylor, and finish up with Mike Solarte.
Hi, Jonathan. Congratulations, Vashti Hurt with Carolina Blitz. I just wanted you to go further into detail. You mentioned that you liked the plan that the Panthers said that they had for you. Can you go to a little bit of detail about what they said that plan is and what that looks like in your role?
Right. So as a running back, the running back coach, he talked on, we had a long meeting with him. He just talked about like football, myself, how he thinks they would play out and things like that. And then they had me sit down with their physical trainers and their rehab people. They had a plan set that they knew what they were talking about. They knew exactly where I was in my rehab. And they told me, like, if I was there, this is what they'd be doing. If I get there, if they draft me, this is what I'll be doing. So, it gave me a sense of stability and confidence in them, knowing that they knew what they were talking about, just having a plan for me.
So the plan was more regarding your recovery.
Recovery, yeah, basically recovery. Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Jonathan, Jack Taylor with WCCB Charlotte. Congratulations and welcome to Charlotte.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Obviously the Panthers mantra is keep pounding. What does that phrase mean to you? How do you feel like you emulate the words keep pounding?
Keep pounding for me, like, what I'm saying, like, keep running the ball, keep doing what you got, like, keep pounding the ball. You know what I mean? Just keep running the ball and do what you got to do to win games.
And then, do you go by Johnny? I see that in your Zoom title. There.
Oh,
do you
yeah,
go by Johnny?
That was just old. I go by JB or Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan, Mike Solarte with Spectrum News 1. Congratulations on being selected. The fact that Carolina traded up after, kind of shuffling in this second round, they identified you as a guy they wanted to ship 3 picks to Indianapolis for you. How does that make you feel? And is there a certain amount of pressure that comes with that?
There's pressure with every down of football you play on, whatever level it is. You know what I mean? For me, it really means a lot. It means I appreciate the level of confidence and trust they have in me to trade up those picks and get me. I can't wait to get there, and it's a blessing to be able to be where I'm at.
And just as a follow-up, you are now another out of a long line of Texas Longhorn running backs that have made their way to the NFL. What does it mean to be a part of that lineage? Because there are some big names that have come from Austin that have gone on and had great careers.
Right. Just watching them while I was there, watching the history of running backs. That's why I went to Texas, because of the history of running backs that they produced. They got me right, and I appreciate all of them. Even the old dudes come back and they're around the facility, around the game. So you talk to them a lot, and they just have a lot of good feedback.
Thanks very much. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Jonathan.
All right. I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't like when players say I think it's a blessing that I got an ACL injury. But I get it, hey, listen, he's not media trained yet, so It is what it is. I don't think we have Trevin Wallace's. Let me see here. Do we have Trevin Wallace's introductory? Because this is a person that I really am interested in hearing. I'm not gonna lie. I think the Panthers did good with this pick. And listen, I know Seneca. I know you tight about the actual moving up. But when you really look at it in totality, we moved up one pick from the 33rd to the 32nd, right? And then we got the 200. Then what we did was we at the 39, we traded back to the 52, and we actually turned that 200, if I'm not mistaken, into. Hold on, let me do this. Let me pull up PFF real quick so I can really get everything, because I know we pulled off that 6, if I'm not mistaken, and gave it to let me see here. So right now we have the 101, the 157, the 200, and the 240. So think about this. I understand that we lost our 141, 142, right? So we dropped back. I can get what you're saying. You know, we did lose a pick in there. Well, we didn't lose a pick. We just kind of fell back because we would have had the same amount of picks. We got 4 left: 101, 157, 200, and 240. We would have had the 101, the 141, 142, and the 240. So I get what you're saying. We moved back. I get it. And but listen, the quality of the player, in my opinion, is okay. Xavier Legette, we know what this brother can do. And listen, it was never the player for me. The reason why I was so irate last night when I was doing the live, it was just the fact that we actually went back 59 spots to the 200 for a guy who I felt like we could have gotten today. And then we saw Buffalo pick up who they picked up. And Adonai Mitchell did not go to the Buffalo Bills. So, we could have still I think we could have kept the 33rd and the 142 and could have made, better strides than what we did yesterday by going down to the 200. So I get it. We still have the same amount of picks. Yeah, we did gain. That's right. We did gain the second for next year. And that second for next year, I believe, knowing Dan Morgan right now, he's probably going to try to flip that joint. I ain't going to lie to you. So yeah, he's going to try to recoup everything and add a future second. Exactly. So I get it. I could have had 2 more fifths and still got the kid. Okay, you're right. But I mean, we don't got it now. And the quality of the player should matter. Now, are we going to do a trade tomorrow? I think we got the first pick in the 4th round. Let's see. We're at pick 94 right now, I think. Yeah, we had pick 92, Tampa Bay. Who's Tampa Bay? Tampa Bay got wide receiver Jalen McMillan from Washington. Okay. Tampa Bay just picked. All right, cool. Yeah, man. I mean, listen. I'm not gonna lie. The two acquisitions that we got, Jonathan Brooks and what's his name? Trevin Wallace. I like him a lot. I'm trying to see if the Panthers are gonna do the press conference introductory one for him. I don't see it. I don't think they're gonna do it. They got Jonathan Brooks. I didn't even see the freaking the draft, the whatchamacallit for today. Like the press conference after the draft today. Like, I don't even see that. Panthers media team is the worst, man. I'm not gonna lie. I should go apply to go help them out or something, because this stuff should be like already on YouTube or wherever they're going to be doing it at. It should be already up. Guys, what's your thoughts though? What's your thoughts on Xavier Legette, Jonathan Brooks, and Trevin Wallace? Let me pull up Jonathan Brooks real quick while I wait to see if they are going to do something on Panthers media. Jonathan Brooks. Let's see here. Let me pull up his stats just to give myself a refresher. Jonathan Brooks stats, Texas Longhorn. That's what I want. Let me pull this up real quick. Okay. Jonathan Brooks, 6 foot 207. Okay, with the 40. Okay, so that's what we did. So we had the 39, we traded back to the 52, then we traded up to the 46. That's where we got the 157 from. Okay. No, that's not where we got the 157 from. That's not where we got the 157 from. Hold on. We traded 39. We got the 155 in the 52. Then we traded the 155 and the 52. I believe it moved up to the 46. Then the trade back from the Jets is where we got the 157 from, if I'm not mistaken. That's a lot of trading back, man. That's a lot of back and forth. I ain't gonna lie to you. You think they did? I think they did either. I think they did earlier. Okay, cool. Haven't seen Wallace pressure. Should be much longer. Yeah, it should be much longer. Let me see. I just got a ping just now. Is she in a quick? What's she talking about? She ain't talking about nothing important. She ain't talking about nothing important. So many trades, man. Like I'm sitting here driving, trying to compute like what really happened, like what's really going on. Then I got kicked out of Unc's Live because my microphone was acting crazy. There's so much going on coming up this road. I almost got into a fight with a dude in his truck, man, because he wanted to brake check me. And he pulled his part brake. I pulled my part brake, and then the police pulled up on the side. Oh, welcome to the Northeast, right? Welcome to the Northeast, man. Let's see here. What you say? None of these dudes play NFL down, and y'all crying. It's amazing to see how sad this fan base is. Who's crying? You talking about people in the chat? I'm not gonna lie. I like everything that I've seen. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't feel as wonky as it did last year. When I actually did the same exact trip the same day after I left the draft party. After we got Bryce Young, I got into a car, came up to Virginia, then came up to Connecticut, and I did the same thing. I'm in Connecticut right now. But once I got here, we had made the trade for DJ Johnson. And I said, well, dang, why are we doing that dumb stuff? I mean, today, it didn't feel like that today. It really did. Keep pounding 95. What's up, man? Without the freak injury to Brooks, man, it is without a doubt the top running back in the class. Yeah. And listen, I don't know how bad that I don't know how long it takes for ACL injury to heal up. He said he's getting ready to start working on his cuts pretty soon. So we'll see. I mean, I've seen his tape. Of course, that was someone that, everybody said we wasn't going to do. We wasn't going to take a running back because we had Chuba, Miles Sanders, and Raheem Blackshear, Tariq Cohen. But now it's looking more evident that that might be a strong possibility now. That one of those players or two of those players is probably going to be gone. I don't see us carrying 5 running backs, especially like even I think we still got old boy on the practice squad too. Still, so we got enough running backs. Somebody got to go. And my thoughts are: do we keep Tariq Cohen for kick returns with Raheem Blackshear? Punt returns? Like I'm just thinking. I'm trying to figure this out because if Cohen is healthy, listen, if he's healthy, if he can play, like I wouldn't want to let him go. The lowest man on the totem pole for me is Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders can go. He doesn't even have to go to Charlotte International Airport. Don't even take him to Charlotte Douglas. Take him straight to Concord to Allegiant Air. Take him straight there, man. They traded up for Brooks because Cowboys and plenty of other teams wanted a top back. That's a fact, man. Yeah. Who just said Northerners will never.
Lowe's.
What is that playing?
Knows every color is the.
All right, let's cut that off right there. I don't know what that noise is. Yeah. What you say? Northerners will be nothing will ever be as bad as a trade up for Bryce. Rock here, come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, listen, this is the year for Bryce. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the year that we're gonna see whether or not Bryce Young is really as bad as a lot of people say he is, and from what we've seen, or if it was really just the offensive line and the play scheme that Frank Wright had this past year. I'm one to believe that it's Frank Wright. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Frank Wright was absolutely the worst option at head coach that the Panthers could have drafted. I'm not gonna lie to you. The absolute worst, just the epitome of horrible when it came down to the head coaching acquisition or the head coaching prospect. But hey, hopefully David Tepper learned his lesson and let the football guys do the football stuff. Yeah, I still don't see nothing from Trevin Wallace yet. I still don't even see the Panthers. Here it is. Day 2 press conference. Boom. All right, we're gonna share screen. We're gonna watch this. Let's listen and see what they had to say. Day 2 press conference. Let's go. It's only 2 minutes.
I guess I'll open it up a little bit. I think you guys saw us make a lot of trades. I think really the opportunity really just presented itself just to kind of move back, kind of counting players, and felt like it was a good opportunity to move back and, pick up some extra draft capital kind of moving forward, kind of set us up for the future a little bit. Really excited about Johnathon Brooks. We thought he was the best running back in the class. Just the way, the person, the player, like everything about him we really like. So really excited to get him. And then we just picked Trevin Wallace, athletic freak, a guy that can run sideline to sideline.
Yeah, he is.
Strike ball carriers.
Yeah.
And I think his ceiling's really high. I think he's a guy that's going to keep developing, and turn into a good linebacker for us. So we're really excited about this class so far. We got four picks to go, and keep rolling.
Dan, at 33, which obviously became 32, but with coming into this draft, did you have a mind of trying to get back that second for next year that went for the Bears trade?
Yeah, no, not really. Like I didn't come in saying we got to get that 2 back. When it presented itself, we thought it was a really good opportunity. Hey, we can get that 2 back. And it was good timing, I would say. So we felt good about that. We were really happy about that and acquiring that pick.
Again, not going to lie, a lot of people I think were caught off guard by the selection of a running back. Based on some of the comments you've made in terms of your commitment to Chuba and Miles. That said, now you got a new guy in the mix. Where does this leave everybody going forward? Is there going to be some adjustments? So some guys possibly not staying?
Yeah, I think Dave can speak on that a little bit. But what I would say is we got a really good running back room right now. And when Dave and I took this job, we said that we were going to create competition in every position group, and it just so happened, Johnathon was there. We took the opportunity to draft him, and I think it's going to be a really competitive group, and I'm excited to see them all, compete during training camp and OTAs, and it's going to be fun.
With Wallace, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. Couldn't have said it better.
Okay, with Wallace, say it again. I guess from a read and react standpoint, he seemed to fit what you guys kind of were looking for. How much did Peter kind of play a role in that? How much did you you're a former linebacker. How much did you kind of zone in on him?
Yeah, I think obviously we're going to take the input of the coaches. They do a tremendous job. They put a ton of work in on this class. So obviously, we value what all the coaches say. Obviously, like Trevin a lot too. We had him in here on a 30 visit. Really impressive young man. Just the way he carries himself, just kind of talking to us in the room, he kind of fell in love with the kid in there. So those 30 visits, I do think they mean a lot. And that's just the case right there. We just drafted him, in the 3rd round, and we're really excited about him.
Brooks said that all indications are he'll be ready for training camp coming off the ACL. What did your medical say? You feel confident about that?
Yeah, they feel good about it. Obviously, we felt good about it, and I think he's right on schedule. And again, super excited to have him.
Hey, I'm gonna pause this real quick. I just got a tweet from Joe Person. Just reposted this tweet from Will Brinson saying just now on the NFL Network, Rap Sheet Ian Rappaport reported that Payson Wilson falling in the draft is due to one of his knees does not have an ACL. Huh? They say that one of his knees does not have an ACL. If that's true, his performance the last 2 years is absolutely outrageous. Hines didn't have an ACL and caught 1,000 passes and won 2 rings. So that's one of the comments in the chat right now. Someone mentioned the lack of ACLs earlier in the week. Oh, I guess he don't got an ACL in one of his knees. That's interesting. That's probably the reason why he dropped down, guys. Let's get back to the press conference. So those asking why we got Trevin Wallace, that's probably it right there. They probably didn't want to take a chance with it. I don't know. I guess you don't need an ACL. I guess you don't need one. Take mine out.
Either of you guys could address this, but you take Trevin, and you mentioned, Dan, looking toward the future with some of these picks and moves tonight. Is that a guy you see as a Shaq successor?
I don't know if it's like a Shaq successor. Shaq's played at a high level for a long time. Obviously,
it is. Stop playing.
We think a lot of Shaq. We think a lot of Josie. We're really excited about those guys. I just want Trevin to come in here, and I think Dave would say the same thing. Come in here, learn, compete, earn the respect of these veterans out there. I think that's the main thing, just coming in as a rookie, is just kind of growing, get behind the right veteran leadership, and, just kind of find his way. And we have some really good vets in this locker room.
Dan, with these trades, have you been the aggressor, or have other teams been the aggressor, or is it been a mix of both?
I think it's like a little bit of mix of both. It definitely wasn't like on purpose, like to try to trade before every single pick, but kind of turned out that way. I didn't even realize it until afterwards. But it just really presented itself, to be honest with you. And again, when you're going through the draft board and you're kind of counting your numbers, you find those opportunities to trade back and acquire more picks, whether for now or whether for the future. So we just took that opportunity and took advantage of it.
That said, is this kind of the ultimate like fantasy fun draft for you, where you're just wheeling and dealing?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I think there's a little more pressure than that, but no, it's definitely fun. It's fun. We really enjoy ourselves in there, and to sit alongside Dave and Bran and Mr. Tepper and just the whole crew in there. Like, we have a blast in there. We have fun, and this is just part of it.
Kind of going off of that with all these trades, I know the goal of every trade is to improve value and make the team better. But I'm curious, how do you make kind of those snap-second decisions on acquiring capital or making those decisions versus guys that are on the board that you might like that might not be there when you trade back?
Yeah, I think to my point earlier is these picks. We obviously like some of these players on the board, but when you're counting numbers and you maybe feel like guys are similar to each other or they're around the same talent level, you feel like you can trade back and just acquire more picks and more draft capital to set us up for the future.
Yeah, and you talked, I believe it was in Orlando, about how important hanging on to those draft assets were. Having that too next year, what does that do just for the long range planning of this thing?
I mean, it's obviously great, acquiring that too. We didn't have one, and to have 2 twos this year and to go in the next year with no twos, I don't know what I would have done. It was great having those 2 twos. So to get that 2 back, it definitely feels good, and see where it goes from there.
Dave, what does Johnathon do? What's his skill set that you think really fit well with you like to do in the run game?
Yeah, versatility. First and foremost, our system calls for a back that could be used, of course, just in a traditional way, hand it to him. Then how can we get this player in space, being able to get him in perimeter screens, check downs. We got a really cool empty package where we use the backs, flex them out to get matches, things like that. Bigger, he's got range. There's so much that he brings from a versatility standpoint. That's probably the biggest thing that stood out. And then just vision, patience, contact balance, acceleration. Like,
hey guys, real quick, we got 44 in the chat, man. I only got 28 likes, man. Go ahead and hit that like button for me real quick. Hit that like button, man. Stop playing. Hit the like button.
He's got it all. He's the best back in this class, and we were so fired up to just be able to bring him in and create that competition that Dan talked about.
Anything in his visit or any games that jumped out at you, and did the injury give you any pause?
For sure. I think anytime you're dealing with an injury like that, we have to do our homework and we have to have the full workup and all that. And we had great help with that information to say, we feel like this is a guy who's on track, with this type of injury. And so that part aside, I think just looking at Johnathon, meeting with him in person, you feel the depth of character of this guy, a guy who's had to overcome. Here's a guy who went into Texas at 185 pounds as a running back, and worked his way into the guy that he is today, and so a guy that's overcome the challenges of playing behind 2 really, really good players at Texas. He was able to tell that story, bring it to life, and really with the humility and respect for those guys that he was there. He's like, I learned so much from them, and it was whether it was the most genuine answer, it was a great answer, to just hear him say that and to tell a story like I've talked about before. So putting all those things and then plus the ability, it's really cool to have him here.
And overall, coming into this draft, when you're talking to everybody, you say, I want to commit, I want to walk away with this, not necessarily position-wise, but this type of group. And was it the draft capital too? Also, what were your goals coming in, and do you feel like you've accomplished those?
I think the goals were just to draft really good football players, and I said it earlier, and some of the press conferences, like, we're going to draft best player available, and I feel like we've done that so far. We've kind of followed our board. Our board's kind of led the way, for us to acquire what we've acquired, and then in terms of gathering the capital, that's been something that I really didn't plan on doing, but it just kind of happened, and glad it did.
With 4 picks left tomorrow, how do you kind of view pairing those up with specific needs on the roster? Are you willing to stray a little bit from best player available on day 3?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, when you have some holes, we identified some holes coming into the draft, coming into free agency, and listen, you can't fill every single hole all at once. Whether free agency, whether the draft, you wish you could, but we're still building this thing. it's a process, and we're just going to follow that, and we're just going to acquire some really good talent, some really good people, and keep building this thing the right way.
Dan, you picked up the 5th-year option on JC. You had time to do that. There was time to potentially negotiate a contract extension, whatever. Why make that decision now in the middle of the draft? Why was that important to you?
Yeah, I just felt like it was one of those things. You see JC around here, the work that he's putting in, the dedication, just being here every single day, busting his ass. He deserved it. I think obviously he's had some tough stretches with injuries, but it's not due to a lack of work or a lack of commitment from JC. So we're excited about him. We're excited about his future, and just really excited for him.
Would you guys like to come at it tomorrow with another corner?
Yeah, I think corner wise, I think that's definitely an area that we'd like to address at some point, whether now or whether post draft. There's still some people out there that we would consider, and we're just gonna try to build the roster the right way, and timing wise, we'll see what presents itself.
Dave, you mentioned versatility with both your first 2 picks in this draft. Did you feel like that was something that was maybe missing from this team a little bit, and you needed to add that, or just kind of how does that fit into your philosophy?
It really is just a part of our philosophy. So it wasn't necessarily something that we were trying to fill there. It's just the type of players we're looking for. How much can they bring? What can they do? I kind of talk about this a lot. It's just like we're really concerned about what our players can do, not what they can't do. And so the more they can do, the more ways we can, attack the defense and really have to make them cover all 53 and a third wide, and Johnathon, and Xavier are definitely players that can do that. Even Trevin, just looking at the versatility with his athleticism, the things we're going to be able to do with him defensively is really exciting as well.
Dave, you've said that you want to bring in competition, push the roster, make guys uncomfortable. Specialists, that's kind of easy to do, bring in one guy to compete. Do you look at kicker or punter as a position that you guys want to have a competition there and bring in maybe somebody younger, even just to keep guys fresh heading into the summer, I guess?
Yeah, I think that's an annual thing. You try to bring in at every position multiple people, and it just elevates the play. It just does. There's an empty basketball court without a ball bouncing around, then all of a sudden you roll the ball out there and the whole environment, the whole energy changes in the room. And so I think, just having that is great, and we'll create those in training camp. We'll create those competitive moments and say, okay, hey, let's stop the drill. Everyone's watching right now. We got kicks, and put them in those types of situations. It's really fun, to elevate it that way.
I only ask is you brought his name up, but Mr. Tepper was in there. What was his involvement tonight? And I know it was your first time being in charge of working with him, but what was it like working with him in this situation?
Oh, it's great. It's great working with him. Mr. Tepper,
Stop the cap.
He's into it so much, and I think him and Mrs. Tepper, they just enjoy being in there, seeing us get the work. Just having fun in there. Great players, and I think they just love kind of like being involved and seeing these players and getting to know these players and just like the little details about them. So working side by side has been great, and looking forward to many more years.
For a couple more years, a couple more questions.
We've got the time.
A couple more.
Yes, please.
For both of you, so Brooks goes off the board at 46, and he's the first running back. Does it speak to, I don't want to say how devalued running backs become, but there isn't as much importance placed on running backs. Over the years, you've probably seen that change. I mean, is it surprising to you, or is it just the way the league has gone?
I mean, I think for us, we value the running backs. We value the run game. And I think, again, to have a guy like Johnathon Brooks there, he was a guy that we loved, we identified. And hey, listen, as long as we're happy with who we're picking, and
hey, Washington just took Luke McCaffrey.
They're valuable to us, because we're going to be running the ball. We're going to be a physical team, and I know Dave will speak more on that.
Yeah, I think we do have to just kind of trust. What does the league say? What do we feel like the whole the whole thing, where does everybody see the value of the running back? And we have to play off of that too and just be aware of it, but for us, certainly, just knowing the style of football we're going to play, that position is so important, and just to kind of, touch on the question earlier, just about the running back room, like all these guys are going to play, let's look at
Hey, let me say this real quick. Real quick. Washington Commanders might be a problem this year. I'm not going to lie to you. The Washington Commanders have been making some moves, man, and yeah. Boy just got Luke McCaffrey, man. Oh my gosh. I don't know, guys. So we that might be an L for us. All right, let me keep going.
the history of the league, and every team that I've been on, we use all of our running backs at different points because it's just such a violent position. We look for those players who can handle that, but also just knowing we have good, solid players because we are going to run the ball, and it's going to be a non-negotiable for us, and this gives us a real chance to just add another good runner to the mix.
Going off of that, I mean, Brooks comes in, I think, with just a little over 230 touches in 3 years. When you've got somebody who still has that much tread on the tire, so to speak, what can you do with that?
Yeah, it's amazing, right? And so you do all the analytics and you study all the, the history of running backs and the amount of carries and all that. And this is a really amazing opportunity for us. Best back in the class to have this type of year, this type of production, and to see his future, to see where he can become. It's really exciting.
I'm sorry. Dave,
Well,
you
Alex, then we'll go Mike, and then we'll.
okay. You spoke about Jonathan's story, about him coming into Texas, 185 pounds, whatever. Is there any part of Trevin's story that stuck out to you, whether that be on the football field or whether that be personally, that kind of resonated with you and made you want to select him?
Yeah, I'll keep the personal side just kind of, between us. That was pretty private talk, but just in terms of his athletic story, the profile of his athletic background as a track athlete, as a state champion long jumper, some of the things that he's done that way. He's 237 pounds, with that kind of explosiveness, sky's the limit potential wise from an athletic standpoint, and like Dan said, now it's just about development. Now it's about him learning the system, and becoming part of us, and special teams is going to be a huge part of his future. We're counting on him to come in and be a war daddy for us that way too.
The relationship between you and Dane Jackson is well documented. Do you have, I mean, you're probably not going to tell us who it is, but is there a Dane Jackson on your draft board right now that you say, hey, when we get to that 6th or 7th round, I want that guy, sort of thing?
Yeah, I think there's some guys we've identified like in those later rounds that have the same type of qualities that Dane has. So yeah, there's always those like diamonds in the rough that we're looking for, and that our scouts are looking for, that our coaches are looking for. So yeah, we're gonna turn over every stone, and we're gonna try to find those type of guys.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
See you guys.
All right, cool. That was the day 2 draft conference right there with Dave Canellis and Dan Morgan. I still don't see anything from. They may not get to Trevin White tonight. Yeah, I still don't see his yeah, I still don't see it. It may come up later, just like Xavier Leggette's one came up like super late last night. But yeah, I mean, I like the philosophy. It looks like we are more than likely going to be looking at a cornerback next at the 1-on-1, and I think that's important. If this cornerback that we're possibly going to get is a project, just look for Stephon Gilmore. Just be honest. I think that's why you haven't heard any news from Stephon with any other team. I think that's pretty important there. I think that just shows that the Carolina Panthers kind of already have him locked in some way, shape, or form. Did he say War Daddy? I don't know. Panther Theory, what's up, man? Elaine, what's good, man? How you feel? How you feel, Elaine? How do you feel about today's festivities? that's what I'm gonna call it. The festivities. Could have had Kool-Aid at 39. Could have had Kool-Aid. Yeah, could have had Kool-Aid. I like Kool-Aid. I'm not gonna lie. I like the way he plays. He's aggressive. Excuse me. He doesn't mind getting after the jamming the receiver. He doesn't mind getting real handsy, which I think is a good attribute for all cornerbacks. You got some that don't have that aren't quick and that aren't that don't have good recovery speed. Kool-Aid has both of those. He's quick, he has recovery speed, and he has length. And that's why Kool-Aid going anywhere is an automatic day one starter, in my opinion. So if we would have drafted him, or if we would have drafted him, did Kool-Aid go? Which team did Kool-Aid go to? If he did go, I haven't seen any of that, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was driving that bus, and I came in right when we was picking. Whatchamacallit? Has he gone anywhere yet? He's still New Orleans Saints. God dang, that's who got him. God dang, Saints got him. Dang, that sucks. Dang, that sucks. God dang, that sucks. I did not know that. I am so behind on what has happened today. But the Saints getting him is actually good for the Saints. The Saints secondary was horrible to me. And that's something that I was going to talk about in my Elaine, if you got opportunity, Elaine, hit the link. If you free, come talk. Links in the chat, man. If any of y'all want to come up on stage, man, links in the chat. Real quick, guys, if you guys feel led to, man, I am an independent media outlet covering the Carolina Panthers, man, and any support, super chat, super stickers, ways to give are down there in the ticker. To support the channel, we do give backs. And also, if you guys want to become a member of Panthers Prime Podcast, it's only $3.99 a month, and I have the link in the chat already, but I will re-drop it again for those of you who want to become a member of Panthers Prime Podcast. It's only $3.99 a month, and yeah, we're doing pretty good things here, man. I'm not gonna lie, I like, and just like Elaine said, day two to me. Of course, we only had one pick, so we didn't do too much besides just draft up for Leggett. But today we saw the mind. I'm here from two fans in the stands. From two fans. Oh, that's what's up, man. Shout out to CJ and Tony out there, two fans in the stands, man. I appreciate you, man. There go my boy Elaine. Elaine, what's up, man?
What's up with you, man? How's it going?
Hey, boy, I'm tired.
I can hear it in your voice, man. This is the busiest time of the year for us, though, man. We're gonna tough it out, man.
Yeah, man. I got to the hotel last night after doing a live at a truck stop. I was live at the truck stop right outside of Greenville. I'm sorry, the rest area right outside of Greenville. Once I got done with the draft, I had to drive 2.5 hours to my hotel. Got to my hotel, had to be right back up at 8 o'clock in the morning because the bus got to me at 9:30. So I am tired. I'm in Connecticut right now. Yeah. So. Yeah, man. So tell me your thoughts on day two, man.
Yeah, man. I just some general thoughts before I get into the nitty gritty, man.
Okay.
Dan Morgan, I think he handled the draft masterfully, man.
Wow.
In general, trading back, getting an extra second round pick, trading up, giving away a 5th round pick to later get a 5th round pick back. A lot of good players went, but the board fell so good for us, man, that I felt like we could get a good player. He knew we could get a good player even by trading back, right?
Yes.
Now, Jonathan Brooks was the perfect pick, right? I've been preaching to you guys, and they've been listening. No, we don't need a running back, but this isn't about needs. It's about developing strengths, right? Like you can't just go in there and hope you fill a hole with every mediocre player and think it's going to be okay. Carolina's going to be able to run the ball. When you come to Carolina or Carolina comes to your city, we have a three-headed running monster of headed running attack behind $150 million or $300 million in offensive lineman
Yeah,
down here,
yeah.
right? We've established an identity. We're going to be able to run the ball. And that
Right.
pick was so important. And he's going to play early, man. He's the only running back that really, he's the full package. He
Yeah.
216, 6 feet, and he can catch. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he did well with that, man. When he did the second trade back, man, there's a lot of good players that went. You get what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
hard to watch. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But the board still set up nicely for him, man. And the linebacker joint that was kind of weird. I don't know what that's about. I don't know because Wilson was still there, right? Whoever that
Yeah.
linebacker is, I don't even know who that guy is, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna reserve judgment. He's kind of he seems like a trait guy. I gotta go check his numbers.
Hey,
But
Elaine,
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right now. I watched a little bit of tape on him before I
Yeah.
went live. This guy has some of the best closing speed I've
well,
seen.
that's not the problem though, right? So he's explosive, but instinct wise and football instinct is what they question, right? So the question is, did we draft another trait guy? Because Barno ran a 4.38, right? So speed is one thing, but he's projected to be kind of special teamers or a backup or whatever. So and his draft grade was like 4th round. So I don't know. Maybe we overdrafted him. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna reserve judgment on that, especially with Peyton Wilson on the board. That was weird. We got a 2nd round pick for next year. We have the first pick of the 4th round coming up, man. I just think Dan Morgan's done a very good job in this draft, man. I mean, there's still, if you guys want to double dip at receiver, I mean, there's Troy, what's his face is still there. Maybe Breeden Rice just went. I don't know. McCaffrey went. Breeden Rice is still on the board. There's still receivers. Most of the tight ends, we brought in 4 tight ends on top 30 visits. I think 3 of them are still available. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? The board is beautiful for him, man. I love it, man. You know what I mean? The linebacker pick was weird, man, but he's done a good job and picked up our 2nd round pick again that we lost in the Bears trade, man. So no complaints for me, man. Y'all gotta let this corner shit go.
Yeah, man. No, I mean, I hear everything you say. Now, going back to Trevin Wallace, I know you brought up the Amari Barno comparison with his 40 speed.
Yeah.
But watching him, and let's remove the closing speed.
Yeah.
His instinct is there. Now, everybody's saying that he needs to develop a little bit more in his. What's
his
up?
instinct is so bad, bro, that if you read his weaknesses, they literally are just telling you his instincts are bad in 4 different ways. You get what I'm saying? Like most of his weaknesses are just literally them telling you he has bad instincts and just different verbiage. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah.
okay, let me ask you this question. How do you fix instinct?
Well, there's 2 things, right? Now, let me jump on his side first, right?
Okay.
Sometimes it doesn't matter if you're a step behind if you have that type of closing speed. You can
Right.
make the wrong step and recover quickly. You put the right
Yeah.
people in front of this dude and let him roam free, he's
Mhm.
gonna make plays, right? So
Yeah.
that's the positive aspect of it, right? And then getting into some guys just have a natural instinct to just being around the ball, and then other guys got to get in the film room, man, and just learn. Okay, when I see this means this. This is most likely this. Most NFL players, though, they'll tell you. Ray Rice is not Ray Rice, but Ray Lewis is famous for saying it. By the time he got 10 years in the league or whatever, he knew exactly where the play was going, but he didn't have the athleticism anymore to get there. So, over time, you'll get that natural film study that replaces instinct because you kind of you logically know where the play is going. But it's not end all be all, man. But we're talking about fixing a project, right? Like that's the problem with Barno, instinct. Like we keep putting on more players that have the same problem, man.
Okay. Yeah, I hear you, man. I mean, I'll hold off on my judgment on him. Yeah, until
You're asking me about him, so I hate to talk about him right now. I hate.
No, you good. No, you good. No, you good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want your honest opinion about it because I mean, hey, for me with Jonathan Brooks, I'm not gonna lie, ACL injury to me, it's like, man, like, do we really want to take a chance with this? He said he's getting ready to start doing cuts now, to rehabilitate that injury. So, I don't know about him.
Well, let me say this though, PPP. When you're talking about running back, we agreed it's not really a big need. He gets to go. He gets to come on this roster and really be used like the Lions used your boy last year, Gibbs, right?
Gibbs.
Yeah. Jonathan Brooks' comp is Jamal Charles, man. I mean, I don't know. Some of you guys might be too young but explosion. When he gets the ball in open space and he catches the ball, he can stack his cuts together real quick to just find wiggle room to get free. He only has 138 carries in his collegiate career, man. So treads on the tire are extremely low on him. You know what I mean? And we can bring him along slowly, man. He's the pick that we didn't know we needed. You get what I'm saying? So we can bring him along slowly. He's an explosive player. They're adding explosiveness to his offense. Bryce, I'm not gonna take a shot, but you need the philosophy they're preaching is that we need to get the ball out quick to our playmakers, right? The receiver we got yesterday doesn't really fit that mold. I think he could be a really good receiver, might end up being an elite receiver. But if you're looking for people you can quickly get the ball out to when they can do something with the ball, he's not the kind of guy. His route running isn't polished, right? He can fill a role, but not that role. Jonathan Brooks starts to help with that. He can be that guy that Bryce dumps the ball off to. You get what I'm saying? We can run two running back sets and have him as a decoy and out. You know what I mean? You can start getting creative with it, man.
Gotcha. Hey, Unc said debate coming soon, Elaine.
Yeah. Let's fix that up, man. For real, man.
Yeah, hey, I would love to be a moderator for that debate to make sure that we're upholding the debate rules.
Yeah, man. You seem like a neutral party, man. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, let's talk on the back end. Let's make that happen, man. But no, I'm I don't like the linebacker pick, the wide receiver pick, maybe the wrong wide receiver for Bryce. But I was on your channel and I was talking to Dude earlier today. He made some good points.
Yeah.
Like, look at this pick outside of Bryce, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, he's explosive. He's a 50-50 guy. Got to work on the route running polish, but there's a lot of potential there, right? If you don't think about, is he a right pick for Bryce? Okay, I like him. He's projected to be more of a late third, late second, early third pick, but okay, no big deal. You get what I'm saying? But, besides that, I think he's doing a good job, man. I'm really excited about, him moving up the board, moving back when it seems right. I honestly think we might open up with a trade tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so too, man. This is Dan Morgan's MO and his that he said he didn't realize that was what he was doing, but he's made a trade at every pick. Call Me Johnny said, man, as a long follower of Xavier, you really got to look at his past to realize why he didn't get traction until this last year.
I'm aware he has some kind of sob story that I haven't looked into yet.
God dang, Elaine.
Yeah, that's I don't mean it to be. I'm not trying to sound negative when I say that. Evidently, something happened to him that I don't know about. But he has 5 years in college. He has 1 year of production. That should concern you a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not saying it's a bad pick at all. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Definitely not. I don't think this guy can reach his potential with Bryce because you're talking about a 50-50 guy, a long strider. He's literally the same mold as TMJ and Jonathan Mingo, in my opinion.
Okay. Hey, so before we go over to Xavier Legette, let's go back to Jonathan Brooks real quick.
Yeah.
Now you stated that you don't think that Jonathan Brooks is going to be more than likely day one starter with the Carolina Panthers. Which
no
I
one, no
understand.
one we drafted today is day one starter. I
Okay,
know that's
okay.
weird for a 2-win team, but yeah.
Okay. So, do you think now that kind of places Miles Sanders in the safety zone?
What's going to happen, PPP, is
Okay.
that Brooks is immediately going to get third down work because he's probably one of the going to be the best at it, right? His explosiveness and his ability to catch the ball is going to give him a lot of third down work.
Yeah.
And eventually what you're going to see is he's going to slowly start taking those carries away from, Chuba and Miles Sanders. So, I mean, they might be all right half the season, but they're going to slowly work this guy up and work his workload upward.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it looks like Miles Sanders may be saved for at least up to the trade deadline.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
And they're going to be running a 3-head monster, man. But who they feature more, they're going to probably just feature the hot hand more. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's going to, Canales is trying. I mean, how many times he got to say it? He's running that ball.
He's running the ball.
Yeah,
the ball is going to be ran.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
make no mistake. The people, why do you think he got 2 guards because Bryce needs time? No. He got that offensive line to run the ball. You get what I'm saying? He's not trying to air it out.
Well, yeah, and you know what? I think at the same token, they're also helping out Bryce as well. We saw a lot of pressure coming up the middle of the of that line too, and
yeah,
I don't believe that you bring in a guy like Yosh, who's a bigger tackle who can play both left and right if you're just running the ball. Because guess what? Our zone reads or our zone concept runs, we had perfect blocking. Like we had better production running the ball out to the sideline than we did up the middle.
Yeah, that pick is that signing is really just a insurance plan for Iggy, right? Because you do, I mean, no matter what the scheme is, you are gonna have to pass the ball, right? And Iggy's had a history of very early in the season just having believe it or not, he smooths out as the season closes out. Every year he smooths out, but early on it just seems like he has several blown coverages, and for me that is just an insurance policy on a guy who can pass block at the blind spot.
Okay.
More so than a scheme thing. I think that has more to do with the deficiencies of Iggy that Iggy has shown more so than I'm getting a run blocking left tackle because I want to run. No, they got a guy who can literally do both, and more importantly, can play that left side because you know what, Iggy starts acting up, we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna switch it up real quick.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm excited, man. Now, going back to Xavier Legette, I know you said that he's not the right wide receiver for Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Because I deemed him as a 50-50 guy earlier today. He's not a route technician.
No.
By no stretch. Yeah, by no stretch. I mean, some of the routes I was looking at, it was like, man, this look like just backyard kind of football or whatever. But he is aggressive. He catches with his hands, not with his body. And that may bode well for some of those arid balls that Bryce Young seems to throw whenever he's under duress. But I wish we would have gotten a taller wide receiver.
But he plays big.
He plays big.
Yeah, I mean, like Steve Smith was 5'9" and he played 6'4", right? Like sometimes some dudes are 6'5" and play, 5'10", right? Like you can't look at the height necessarily, man, because a lot of dudes don't necessarily know how to use their body to even, take advantage of it, right? This dude knows how to do that, man. He's boxing dudes out using his body for position. And he's 6'3", 220, right? That's a nightmare to tackle. You get what I'm saying?
Is he?
Say again?
You talking about Xavier Legette?
Yeah, like this being 220, man, that's punishing on a corner to continue to try to tackle a dude like that. You get what I'm saying?
I thought Xavier Legette was 6'1".
I thought he was 6'3". No, he is 6'1". You're right, but he's 221.
Yeah, he's 220. Yeah. He has a huge frame.
But he plays big, man. I mean, he's boxing dudes out. The 50-50 balls he's winning. I mean, who's better at 50-50 balls than Steve Smith? How the hell that happened? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, one of the best rebounders of all time was like 6'7" in NBA, right? It's Rodman is it, right? Like it's hard, man. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just what it is, and he has it, man. He's you know, and we've seen 6'5" dudes, man, get over jump. They just don't got it. You get what I'm saying? And he
Yeah.
plays big. That's what's most important, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So let me ask you this question, Elaine. I don't know how long you can stay on, man, but if you're the GM of the all right, if you're the GM of the Carolina Panthers, what's your move tomorrow, man? You got the first pick in the 4th round.
Well, we've talked to a lot of these although I don't personally want a tight end necessarily, but we've talked to a lot of these tight ends, and a lot of them are on the board. You get what I'm saying? And if we're really trying to go this offensive route, go get them, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of the names right now. Bensonot is gone, but the other
He's
three
gone,
the other three that we brought in are still there. And so, you know, they've shown a good trend, man. I've been preaching the top 30 visits for a while, and people are like, oh, I don't mean nothing. But those top 30 visits, they've kind of stayed true to them, man. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm going after a tight end, and you know, you guys who want to double dip it, wide receiver, maybe so, but even now the wide receiver room is too crowded, man. You know, it's way too crowded. Even the dude we drafted, I don't even know where the fuck he fits in, to be honest with you. You get what I'm saying?
Well, looking at his play style, going back to Xavier Legette, he was more like that Deebo Samuel type of player.
That's a perfect comp. Yeah.
Loves to block for some reason. I've never seen a wide receiver that loves to block so much like him, but you know, that's what we need, someone that loves to do the dirty work. So you know, a lot of jet sweep type stuff, man.
Yeah.
He's like a long strider. Once he gets up, he can get away from some players, man.
But you and I are talking the same language now, right? Because long striders don't really get along with Bryce, right? Long striders are Jonathan Mingo, TMJ, they're DJ Chark, right? Where all those, well, we don't know Jonathan Mingo, but you know, the other two have had better successes with other quarterbacks because Bryce Young doesn't really look to throw the intermediate and deep passes like that. Those guys are dangerous, intermediate and deep, where Bryce doesn't like to throw. So then we throw another long strider into the situation. It's not the guy I don't like; it's the situation and the quarterback. You get what I'm saying? You've said out your own mouth that the route running is a little spotty, man. It ain't the best, right? Bryce needs guys that can uncover very quickly, man. That's why I like the pickup of your boy Dante Johnson from the Steelers, right? When we were going to get a receiver, I thought Ladd McConkey would be the perfect receiver for Bryce, right? But if you're, you know, I get it, man. This dude's explosive, but I don't know if Bryce can unlock him like, you know, he needs to. But you shouldn't make your decision based on, you know, one player, man. You go get the guy that you have conviction about, who can be a dominant NFL player, and then you let the rest figure it out.
Right. Shout out to StreamYard for kicking me up my own stream just now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm looking at this draft board right now, Elaine.
Yeah.
Troy Franklin, Sanders.
Yeah, you see, I was talking about the tight ends there. So we brought in Sanders on the top 30 visit.
We
right?
did.
I even think we brought in Troy Franklin, but it's too many receivers, man. There's not even spots. There's already an odd man out right now as far as, you know, TMJ or who's going to actually start at that third spot.
Well, when I looked at the Panthers' current depth chart, we actually, I'm gonna be honest with you, we're actually under depth right now. Like, we're not over depth. As far as before you go into the 90-something roster or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, we were sitting somewhere around like about 70-something.
But you do understand that a lot of those are filled with undrafted rookies.
Right, understood.
So yeah, that's gonna get filled up going into mini camp and training camp or whatever.
Yeah. Now for me, I've always said this, man. When it comes down to Tommy Tremble and Sullivan, I don't really see Sullivan as a tight end. I see him more as a wide receiver, man. He plays like that.
He does.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, if we did bring in Sanders for a top 30, I mean, I like this 6'4", 243.
Yep.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I would. Sanders is a tier 1 athlete. I mean,
Well,
I would make this pick if I was Dan Morgan.
So sometimes we got to look at this too, right? And there's another tight end. I can't think of his name right now that we also brought in. There's two of them.
You talking
But
about?
You just want to click tight end.
Yeah, let me go up here
at the top. Nah. Oh yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
Jared Wiley.
No, Stover is the guy. Stover is the guy we brought in. We brought in Stover and Sanders.
Okay.
Their top 30 visits. So those are two guys they're probably going to be looking at. But I was saying this. We also, sometimes we look at, oh, we need a tight end, we need a pass rusher because it's the 4th round and we didn't get one. We also got to look at the historical track record of drafting certain positions, right? Okay. Tight end is notorious for how long it takes players to translate and produce in the NFL. Even in the first round, tight ends don't really come into the NFL and really set the NFL ablaze, right? So when you're talking about getting a tight end, historically, you got to think whoever we're getting most likely won't be able to contribute early. And does that change your mind about, getting a tight end right now? Because I know people who don't know that history might think, okay, we'll get a tight end. He'll come in and give us like 50 catches. That just doesn't happen for rookie tight ends.
Well, yeah, I agree with you to a certain extent. So let me ask you a question. And what's up, Nick? How you doing, man?
Nick,
what's up, man? Okay, so with that thought process, where would you evaluate Sam Laporta that went to the Lions?
Elite.
Yeah. He's an outlier, man.
Yeah. And I'm. I looked at Sanders a little bit, and I actually did a live reaction video for Sam Laporta because I wanted Carolina to get this guy badly last year.
Yeah.
Where
do you end up going? How
to the Lions?
No. What pick was that? It was top 15, right?
Was it? Let me see. Sam Laporta draft pick. No, he went 34.
34.
No.
Yeah, he was the second pick.
Yeah,
second
34.
or first pick of the second round.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm guessing y'all talking about the option of Jatavian Sanders here.
Yeah. Well, both tight ends, Sanders and was Stover or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Sanders, Eric All, Kate Stover.
No, man, we have to go cornerback, yo. I can't believe we still haven't drafted a cornerback.
Y'all got to stop it with this.
Oh my God! What do you mean? Elaine, who are we rolling out at cornerback? Elaine, you're really confident in Troy Hill and Dane Jackson?
Dane Jackson.
Elaine, I want you to understand something. Dane Jackson in Buffalo, they had Tre'Davious White, Kyer Elam, and Rasul Douglas all clear ahead of him. He was the dime corner in Buffalo. He only played because Tre'Davious White tore his Achilles. Other than that, he would have gotten no play time.
My response to that, sir, is scared money don't make money. And the way you guys are talking about drafting just doesn't work. I'm in the 3rd round. I don't have a corner. Let me just go get a corner and hope it fucking works. Right?
Tyree Jackson's there, bro.
Oh man, we got to go with one. I think we got to go with one of these tight ends, man. Shit,
with how the board's looking, Theo Johnson or Kate Stover could be there at 157. Realistically,
nose tackles are more of a need than a corner is right now for us, man.
Bro, I can't believe you're really confident in Troy Hill and Dane Jackson.
No, I'm not. But I think there's more than one way to skin a cat. So instead of me going to go get like the 8th corner off the board, trying to figure out how I'm going to solve my corner situation, well, if I'm the 25th in the run and my team sucked at stopping the run, why don't I go fix my nose tackle situation? Because the Panthers got thrown against the least amount of times in the NFL. So if I fix my run situation, I can actually put my pass rush in play and stopping the pass, and it changes everything. You don't have to directly approach a problem at a position to solve it. You know what I mean? Like you can do the indirect route.
we are going to get chopped up with Dane Jackson and Troy Hill out there. Just mark these words on day 2 of draft day. Remember these words.
We need
if
to
we're
get a
rolling
pass
out
rusher,
Dane
man.
Jackson and Troy Hill, we're going to get cooked on whoever's on them.
Man.
They're going to cook.
Nah, man. If we could stop the run with what's his name, man, the corner, Clowney. If we can stop the run and actually get into some long third down situations, and our pass rusher can get after these quarterbacks, corners don't have to cover long, man. That third round, fourth round corner you want to draft really isn't gonna solve the problem, brother.
Elaine,
Like
you're
y'all do
talking
this
about
every
you're
year, man.
talking about that a good receiver on a. If you give Devontae Adams 2.5 seconds on Troy Hill or Dane Jackson team, he's going to absolutely cook them in 2.5 seconds. It's over for them within 2.5 seconds. Any elite receiver going to cook them within 2.5 seconds. We don't got a pass rush that's going to get to a quarterback in 2.5 seconds. I'll tell you that much.
I just think we got to go pick up an extra body veteran, and it doesn't have to be an elite guy, man.
It could. I mean, it sounds like we're pretty confident we're going to sign Gilmore if we're not drafting a corner. They think we're going to draft sign Gilmore. So I mean, if we don't draft the corner and we end up signing Gilmore, cool. I'm all for that. Fine, but you better make sure you sign Gilmore.
You better don't have this level of desperation at corner that y'all guys have, man. I mean, the pass rushers should be able to get to these quarterbacks.
But who do we have out there, brother?
Honestly, I'm just looking at it indirectly. One of the big problems was last year we couldn't stop the run. Every team was in a third and short against us.
You're
right? Nobody threw the ball against us like that, right? If we can actually fix that problem, we can actually, everybody got on Burns. Burns had the least amount of pass rush opportunities than any defensive end in the NFL last year. He had about 180 less rushing attempts than Clowney did.
Yeah, that's why.
Hey guys,
when people,
the introductory press conference for Trevin Wallace is up. I'm gonna play it real quick for us. It's about 12 minutes. Let's get into it real quick.
Freak athlete.
Man, that wide receiver we got.
He is a freak. He's the best pure athlete at linebacker in the draft, bro.
Sounds like another Barno.
Let's kick a play. He could play. I mean, we could have, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. was up there. You know what I mean?
So was Wilson.
But he's terrible in the run game. That's what you guys failed. You guys all love Peyton Wilson because he runs a 4.40 and he's a white linebacker.
No, I like
reminds us of Luke Kuechly. He's horrible against the run.
No, I get it. I like Edgerrin Cooper, but I thought him in that spot was a good value. I'd rather have Edgerrin Cooper. I was screaming for him.
Oh, my brother's a Packers fan. He's ecstatic right now.
He should be.
The Packers had a great second round. They drafted
Edgerrin Cooper
and Javon Bullard.
I'm Mike Kay from the Charlotte Observer.
Please introduce yourself to Trevin and raise your hands for questions. And we can start with Mike Kay and go to Chris Jenkins.
Hey, Trevin, congratulations on being drafted and welcome to Carolina. I'm Mike Kay from the Charlotte Observer. I was just curious, how would you describe your game as a linebacker?
I can say my game, I got a little swag to my game. So like I feel like with my game, like I said, swag is like I'm determined to get to the ball carrier. Like no matter like what it is, if the play go on for like 12 seconds, I'm still gonna determined to get to the ball player. So I'm real determined as well too.
Talking about that motor, where does that come from? We heard that you did a lot of track and field, but where do you think that motor and that energy comes from?
I can say it came from, just growing up, how I grew up, and I had an early job. I started working when I was 16 at McDonald's. So, just getting up and going, having that motor, like, hey, every day I'm putting money in my pockets just to, get where I'm going, because my family didn't grow up on the wealthy side, so just trying to help that out.
Thanks.
What?
Bro, he needs PR help bad.
Your general manager, also a former linebacker, he said he's one of the guys with that dog mentality. So I just wanted to hear from you about what dog mentality means to you and how it influences your game.
So dog mentality to me, it might sound crazy, but dog mentality to me is like, you don't care if you go in there and hurt somebody. It's part of the game. You go in there and hurt somebody and you be like, hey, like I did this, like, and I'm gonna do it again. That's what dog mentality is. You don't go in
It's
there
like
being tough. You go in there like, hey, I'm gonna hurt you every play. I don't want you to be scared of me.
Okay, appreciate it.
All right, let's go to Joe Person, followed by Mike Lissette.
Kind of wild, but okay.
Hey, Trevin, man, congrats. I'm with The Athletic here, and I got to hear more about that McDonald's job, man. What was your shift, and what were your responsibilities?
What the fuck?
Ooh, so when I worked there, my mother was a general manager, so I did everything from cashier to window to the table to the grill. So like it be days where like high school games, we go to bed at 11 o'clock. She's like, all right, come to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Mom, I just got to go to the game. And she's always telling me like, hey, the world ain't gonna slow down on you, so you better get some money in your pockets while you can. So I was like, okay, so just doing that every time. And I used to be tired of it, but hey, when you're 16 years old and got your own money, you can buy what you want. Hey, that's a win-win to me.
When did
Bro,
you
what? Fontez
how long did
perfect
you have
vibes.
that job, and did you work other jobs, before college?
So that job, I had that job from 16 all the way to like my 12th grade year. And then I worked with construction with my granddaddy, just going out there, do some carpenter stuff, just helping him around, just learning new things.
Hey, last thing too, what about the long jumping? Canales said you were a state champ.
So I jumped 23.4 and 1/8. So yeah, I was like 225. So to be that big and jump that was kind of insane. A lot of people didn't believe I jumped that when I jumped it. They kept looking at me, and I was like, dang, I jumped that for real. So yeah, it's true.
Mike said from Charlotte Sports Live. Curious, have you met Shaq Thompson yet?
Have I met with Shaq Thompson yet?
Have you met him yet? No.
No,
So-
not yet. Not yet.
I asked because when you do meet him, obviously the guy has quite a resume. What's going to be the first question you ask him? What are you going to do to pick his brain? What are you going to ask him about?
First I'm asking him, I'm asking him straight up like, hey man, like what did it take to be how you is? Or when you first got into the league, what does it take? Like just pick his brain. Like I said, he gonna be tired of me. He gonna be like, hey man, you need to go home to your kids. I'm like, nah man, I'm trying to learn what you learning, man.
All right, let's go to Cassidy Hill.
Hey, Trevin, congratulations. Just wonder, when you did come here on your 30 visit, did you get to meet any of the other teammates that might have been around? Any sort of impressions just on what this roster kind of has right now going into 2024?
Yeah. So when I went there, I met Derek Brown and just getting to know him because I was like, he from the country, so he liked to do all that stuff. So that I said, you from the country? He was like, yeah, I do all this. I was like, shoot, like, hey man, like that's someone I can chill with, having that play in front of you, like, come on now. Then Adam Thielen was there too, like just chilling and talking because we're doing like a little golf simulator.
He's a
And they was
young
treating me how to
dude. This is
golf.
kind of
I
cringe. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm from the South. We don't do golf. We go hunting. And I was like, just trying to get used to doing all that golf and stuff. So yeah, I met a lot of them, and it was good meeting them.
So I'm gonna assume you're from the country too, then.
Yeah, they're the country.
What's like the countryest thing that you would say you do? Is it like hog hunting or what?
What?
So
What's happening?
PPP, man. He's a young dude, man.
Sometimes like when we do is in the rain, we go just have fun playing in the mud. Roll around in it.
What are we listening to?
This is horrible. This is horrible.
Yeah. Listen.
That's
Sometimes the
hurt.
passion is
Well,
high and the
Jack Taylor.
articulation is low, bro. So it happens.
That's wild. Just going to play in the mud. I can't even.
I'm gonna take my time before I jump in on that
You
shit.
guys have these
Prime. Can I say one
parties.
thing
It's
real
hard
quick?
to hear them. You're in a
Yeah,
very
what's up?
I didn't like what he said about the dog mentality. That screams off dirty player vibes, bro. I ain't with that dirty player.
Yo,
it sounds like he's trying to hurt players.
That's what I love.
He talk like me.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, that's exactly what I like. Yes,
Sound
sir.
like he trying to hurt players on purpose, bro.
Nah,
Stop it.
let's let his
Man, you
film
hurt
do be the
yourself crossing
judge.
the street.
Perfect.
You
He got
yourself
Vonez.
crossing the
He got
street,
Von.
Nick.
He's giving me Vonez perfect vibes.
Nick, how you gonna
Jack
say that? The
South
man
South.
only said one thing, Nick.
Yeah, hey,
He's giving me
PPP.
dirty player vibes, bro. I
Hey,
don't like that.
PPP, we just gotta let his film be the judge of
That's
that,
what a
man.
dog is. A dog. That's what a dog is.
That's not what a dog is. Not a dog. A dog is someone who has a high motor.
You come in my yard, you get bit.
He talking about hurting players and possibly hurting players intentionally. That ain't what the game is about, dog. Sure, people get hurt.
That's how you
Sure,
took
people,
it. That's how you
people
took
get
it.
hurt. Getting hurt part of the game, but if you're trying to
how
hurt
you took
players,
it.
that's
That's
different.
how
That's
you took it.
different.
Hey,
That's
I
how
mean,
you took it.
I hate to put it this way. Some people built that way, Nick, bro. He built that way.
Hey, PPP,
I mean,
I think they're overreacting, bro. They're
Yeah, I
definitely
think so. Yeah, I think so, Nick. Yeah.
built that way.
Y'all,
Go back to how he
him,
said it, bro. Go
him,
look at how he said it.
hey, yo, it ain't we, is him overreacting. I like that shit.
You know,
I'm
people.
like, I'm fine with it. He talking normal crazy. Talk to me. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
he's obviously nervous. He's obviously doesn't have good interview skills. He's just saying crazy shit. His film should be the judge on whether he's a dirty player or not.
Hey,
Absolutely.
his film. Hey, he aggressive in his film. I ain't gonna lie now.
But he's not dirty though.
Yeah.
He
But
ain't
he's
dirty.
not dirty.
Yeah,
There
he
you
ain't
go.
dirty
There
from what I saw.
you go. There you go.
As long as you're not trying to hurt players, as long as you're not trying to hurt players intentionally, I'm cool with that.
That man just spoke for 30 seconds and Nick is already shaking in his boots.
Is he gonna hurt me?
Ain't nobody. First off, you reaching, dog. Second off, the way that man was trying to imply shit, that ain't the way. That ain't the way to go at it.
Who's reaching? You the one
Why
that
the fuck would I be shook at that man, bro? Why the fuck would I be shook at that man, bro?
You the one
I fear
reaching.
no man. I fear
Listen to what you
God.
said.
Fuck you talking about?
You're the
God,
one
bro.
reaching,
That's
talking
what
about he
I
trying to
fear,
go
bro.
out here and hurt
All right,
people.
we got you, Nick. Don't call the police though, man. We got here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Calm down, relax.
Bro, all I'm saying is if you want to play aggressive, if you want to play aggressive, play aggressive. Don't hurt players intentionally. That's not what the game's about, bro.
Nick, you have to judge his words. You have to judge his words.
Hey, listen. It's easy.
I'm listening.
It's easy for y'all to say that shit.
You're breaking up, Nick. You're breaking up, brother. But you know,
gotta read between the lines, Nick.
Yeah, and the dude's look, PPP. This dude is obviously nervous, man. If you ever been in a position where you interview people, when you realize when they're nervous, they might misspeak. They'll say crazy shit. He didn't mean he's trying to hurt players. You know what I mean? He just means he's aggressive, man. He's
a thumper.
He's a thumper.
Right. I'm gonna come get you. Bam. You know what I'm saying?
If you ask him, does that mean you're trying to hurt people no matter what? And he's like, no, I'm trying to play within the whistle. He would try to tell you
right.
that. Right?
But Nick made it sound like he was trying to kill somebody. Like, bro, man, like, relax.
Man, bro, that's the dog mentality, bro.
Yeah.
Be good. What's up, man?
Not much. Feeling better.
Man, be good.
Feeling better?
God's for Vic.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, but I get where Nick was coming
Nick.
from, bro. That's the dog mentality on how he talk. You're not rational, like, you know what I'm saying, like a everyday joke. You know what I'm saying? How he explains things may seem natural to him, but it's unnatural to you. But he a dog. That's all he's saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, before the whistle's blown, they let me light motherfuckers up, and I'm gonna take advantage of it. I love that.
He's a football player, bro. He's not sitting here trying to, take the lint out your hair once he puts you in the dirt. Are you okay? Need help? No, he's going.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care
if you come on this side again, I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah,
Nick, you back, Nick?
Yeah. So, listen. The thing on this kid, he's probably athlete-wise, he might be the best pure athlete at linebacker in this class, low-key. Like, a lot of people, this kid's a stud athletically. He is a straight kamikaze on the field. All I'm saying is that aggressiveness is cool, but that awareness, like, mentally, sometimes it's not all about just being aggressive and flying a million miles per hour. It's angles too playing linebacker.
It is. He's always out of position. His instincts are bad. That's one of we talked about that.
This kid shoots gaps so fast, bro. Like, you can see he flies through a gap. Like, he's coming. He's coming when he comes through a gap. And all I'm saying is that aggressiveness is cool. Absolutely. You can't play football and not be aggressive. But it's a mental thing too. You don't want to just shoot gaps and then now you're not creating an angle and now
that's his weakness, Nick. That's what that you read his report.
Nick,
but here's the thing.
That's something I respect that, Nick. What you just said right there was high intellectual. What you just said. I respect that because what he needs to do, he needs to go right now, get on his phone and talk to Palomalu. Right now, he needs to go talk to a guy like that because
he ain't picking up the phone for him.
Maybe not, but there's nothing wrong with trying. There's nothing wrong with trying.
You know I'm fucking around.
Because these guys are not finished products.
Yeah.
But I love their aggression and I love his intent saying that I want to finish the play, making a big play. He has to come down because y'all remember when we got D-Jack, right? D-Jack was known for what? Being aggressive and
the
trying
kid is
to
a
pick the play before it
crazy
happened.
athlete, bro. Like when y'all go
I get.
Keep breaking up.
This kid under some good mentorship, this kid could be a player in the league if he gets some good mentorship.
And I'll just say this, PPP.
This kid could be a player.
I don't care if you get hurt. Doesn't mean I want to hurt you, right? It's just two different things, man. But he got to work on his instinct. He is kind of a project. I mean, he's an athlete, just like Barno was an athlete.
Yeah. It was just the way he said it.
Yeah.
I get it, but you know what, Nick? This is the thing, though. When I heard, I'm glad that Elaine said this. When I heard Barno talk, I feel like he was already concussed talking.
God damn. Yeah.
When I hear this man talk, it makes me feel fiery on my blood.
Yeah.
Makes me want to get behind him because we ain't had this energy in a minute.
Hey, yo.
This is what you call Roop, that dog.
Oh, this kid gonna fly sideline to sideline, bro. He gonna pop out on the
You know what,
when
man?
y'all see him.
What my man just said there, that attitude on this defense is missing, man. Like
exactly.
You ain't
like
had it since TD.
Who strikes fear to you in this defense?
You know who?
I'm not gonna lie.
Who brought that? You know who brought that? Remember when we had Mike Mitchell that one year at safety?
Right. But that's missing from this team. When Dan Morgan said he wants dogs, he went and got one.
He went and got one.
So even if
he got a couple.
Yeah, so with this dude, your instincts might be fucked up, but fly around and hit people. Set the tone on the defense.
Yeah.
What he might do for culture might be even better than, his instincts might be messed up, but that speed.
Oh my God, Elaine, you on point, bro.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, pick it up from there.
Bro, you said the culture is setting a standard of how we gonna act.
Yeah.
He may miss his assignment, but whoever catches it, the bottom end of his boot, shit, they just take that one hit.
When he catches the first dude and he cleans their clock, it sets the tone for the whole defense. Oh, that's how we play it. You get what I'm saying? Everybody
but you know who else is like that?
Who?
Calevon Kaysen is just like that as well. Just go back and watch Jacksonville last year, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Kaysen, bro, he was electric with what's the dude name? Allen.
Can I say this real though, PPP?
Crazy, yeah.
I've been the one. Everybody's been talking about filling holes. Well, we got to get a center because fuck all that. What is our identity, what is our identity when you come to Carolina? What do you fear? What do you think? What are we gonna do to other teams? When you used to come to Carolina, you used to know, they're going to be hard hitting. We're about to play some of the best linebackers we've ever played.
There you
go. Run the ball down your throat.
Yeah, they're going to run the ball down our throat. It's going to be physical. We need to get an identity. And going to go get the 8th corner off the board doesn't establish an identity for us, bro.
Yes, sir. I would never forget when TD tackled, what's the name from the Cowboys on the sideline? Tony Romo.
Yeah. Tony Romo.
I would never forget that.
Yeah.
Broke his clavicle and got up and walked away.
Right. I would never forget when Luke Kuechly stiffed on Tony Romo again.
Yeah.
And got the pick six and ran it in. He wasn't worried about if his neck was okay.
Y'all remember how Mike Minter used to be thumping motherfuckers? It's like, come on, man. We need an identity, man. We don't need to fill holes. We need tone setters.
We was too nice and cute last year.
Yeah.
Everything was too nice.
We've been like that for the last 7 years, bro.
I'm gonna let y'all know right now.
But last year we got too cute last year, bro.
Yeah.
PPP. We are one of the most safest coliseums, whatever you want to call it.
Well, family friendly for real.
To come to.
Yeah.
Nick, you upstate, right?
It's bring your newborn. It ain't too loud or nothing.
It ain't too loud. We got a baby section for him at the stadium. Yeah.
Right. The only thing we missing, which I think they should do to put in a protocol, is have a place where handicapped people can get closer to watch their favorite players. Other than that, we are the most non-hostile franchise ever.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like that
No, it wasn't, man. And PPP,
it wasn't like that.
But PPP, this is what I mean. I've been the only Panther podcast screaming this, man. Identity over needs, man. He went there and said, you know what? Running back's not a need, but you know what? We're going to make it a strength right now. We're about to go get the best running back in the fucking draft after we spent this money on the offensive line. We're going to get dogs that can hit, who are going to establish an identity. We're going to get back to playing hard-nosed football, running the ball, stopping the run, hitting hard. That's what he did today, man. Yeah. That does better than filling any hole that you think is still out there. He did way better by doing what he did, by picking up this guy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man.
Yo, flame for Jesus, it's gonna come with it. The flag's gonna come anyway. You don't never trust a referee. You don't never trust a referee. I love you, Flame. You always got that good spirit. But they gonna call. Look, we are the most hated organization, NFL team in football, bro. We get all type of fucked up calls. You can't tell me you ain't seen it.
Yeah, we getting fucked up calls and we losing.
So that's what I'm saying. If that's gonna be the case, I might as well goddamn have a psycho on the goddamn team that's gonna go ahead and knock somebody block off.
Hey, can I say something to that though, bro?
Go ahead,
a lot of people saying we're gonna get flags. Nobody has accused this kid of being dirty. He plays from Will.
We lost Elaine. Yeah, we
but
lost.
I'm gonna pick up what he's saying, because my boy Logic, he said he doesn't jump off on the screen, right? You know what I'm saying? But he's a go getter. He's a hitter. So I'm gonna have to do my due diligence as a fan and as a content creator with my boys to find out more about this guy. This was amazing just to hear this man talk, because he already has the mentality is that I'm gonna come out here and bully. When the last time have we been bullies, y'all?
No, it's been a long
Panthers.
time. Yeah, it's been a long time since we've been bullies, man. I remember when we had Greg Hardy.
PPP?
Greg Hardy, bro. I remember I was on the way to church one Sunday, and all I kept hearing was the Kraken, bro. Like, dude had like freaking 9 sacks or freaking 8 sacks and a couple pressures, bro, in that game. I can't remember who was playing.
Thank God he passed drug tests.
Bro, he was on something, bro. Him and Charles Johnson, they was on something, bro.
Yeah, but that's when we had the identity as a team. That's when we had not Tepper, but the other dude. He knew what he wanted as a team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, the big cat. Yeah, man. Yeah. But you know what, man? Since Dan Morgan is a protege of Jerry Richardson and that whole keep pounding, mantra, man, it's coming back. Because Dan said when teams pull up to Bank of America Stadium, he wants them to fear this logo.
Now how do you get that? Now everybody say you want a dog, but you don't want him to bite.
Yeah, I want him to rip that dude head off. That's what I want. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What's up, Elaine? I don't want nobody to be hurt. I'm just saying,
I want to be hurt.
I want you to feel me when you get here. I want when the OC says, you know what, hey, we gotta worry about that little psycho ass dude. What's his name? Wallace. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. He don't give a damn who he would. Like, you remember Palomalo used to jump over the whole offensive line and hit you. He didn't give a damn. If you get the IQ to do it, and like Elaine said, this guy has never been known to be a dirty player. Nick just heard some words that triggered him. He wants to hurt people. No, what he's saying is, if you get hurt while I'm doing my job, that's on you.
You said Nick had the 911 dialed on the cell phone. He was about to call.
I never thought I'd hear somebody say he gonna hurt somebody on purpose. You know what I mean? I'm like, if he do, he do. Damn.
Yeah, I don't mean. Generally, you just don't. That's the kind of mentality let's be honest, guys. These hard-hitting safeties and linebackers in the NFL, that's the mentality that they have. I don't care if you get hurt when I hit you. I'm hitting you as hard as I can. You get what I'm saying?
I guess he feel like he's gonna do something crazy. You know what I mean? I mean, he's not gonna try to like this grab their foot and just break it. I'm just saying, if he hits you, and you fall a certain type of way, that's your fault. You know what I
If
mean?
defenders
Something,
cared,
but
if you got hurt,
good.
they'd be two hand tagging you.
Be
say
good.
Most
Can I
what?
ask you a
defenders have that
question?
mentality. You
What's
get what
up?
I'm
Be
saying?
good. Be good. Can I ask you a question one time?
Go ahead.
I ain't never heard nobody get mad at the sideline for them getting hurt. I seen in the Super Bowl a man walk from his bench, going from the bench from the sideline and got hurt and pulled the whole ACL, hamstring, and everything else. Ain't nobody cussing out the sideline. He ain't even got hit. He pulled his whole ACL. The 49ers, Greenland. Ain't
Yeah,
that
I
what's
know
his
what
name?
you're
Oh,
talking about.
Greenland.
I remember that play. I remember hearing about the run on the field. Like, what the hell happened?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Why we ain't
But
cussing the sideline out?
my thing, PPP, that's just not the way the game is played. Your coach don't say go hit them, but just be careful you don't hurt them, right? Nah, just play
Yeah.
within the rules, man. You get what I'm saying?
Rules, yeah.
It's a violent sport, so that's
What
what he did.
Marshawn Lynch
Yeah.
said. Marshawn Lynch say a person getting taken when you running and running and running and running and running and running. Y'all remember that
And
interview?
Marshawn Lynch was trying to hurt you. Don't
He was
make
trying
no
to hurt
mistake.
you, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You watch Marshawn when he had that interview with everybody uncle. And he sat there and was talking about which gaps he wanted to run in and what kind of run schemes he wanted to run in. He was the horns grew out his head.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, because he knew he was gonna eat. What you gonna do when you on the opposite side of that?
Yeah.
Oh man, I hope you ain't hurt. I heard your interview.
Coming at you full head of steam. Let me hit him so I don't hurt him. This motherfucker's gonna run you over.
Come on, man. It's a violent game.
They gonna
You
hurt
worried
you.
about words?
You trying not to hurt them.
Yeah, you worried about words, man. Words don't matter when it comes to that field. This man just talking about from how his mentality is, bro. Don't take it out of context.
yeah, I mean, it's just
what
like,
it
bro,
is, man,
we
what it
play
is,
that
we not
sport.
used
We
to-
know how crazy you got to be to a certain level. You know what I mean?
Be good. It's been
You know what
7,
I mean?
8 years. You said be good. We not used to having players like that in Carolina. We become sissified, bro. We not used to having.
I mean, bro, he didn't say nothing crazy to me. I mean, can he interview well? Technically, no, but it's like,
I wouldn't
but
change.
I
wouldn't
understand.
change
Well, I
nothing.
mean, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm
Well,
crazy
hey,
like him. You know what I
What
mean?
did he
But
say?
you know what I
What
mean?
did he say? Let me go back and listen to what he said.
He didn't say nothing crazy to me. He just
Well,
said
him
explaining
and
his
that
issue of what he's
It's the
gonna do.
best interview yet. It's the
Yeah,
best
yeah.
interview
Well,
yet.
nah, him and that
I'm gonna be
wide
quiet. I'm
receiver.
gonna mute my mic.
Him and that wide receiver are super mush mouth. They're not good interviewers, bro, and that's all good. They football players. I don't know. Leggett,
I want to hear the wide receiver talk. I still haven't heard him talk.
words.
You ain't hear Leggett talk?
Elaine, I ain't gonna jump. Elaine, I ain't gonna jump in that bag with you. I'm gonna let you stay
Hey
in there
man,
by
I
yourself.
get it, man. You South Carolina dudes, I get it. Yada yada.
I ain't from
Hey,
South Carolina.
I forgot Elaine
Nah.
cannot stand South Carolina, yo.
He's real
Yo, they was
much
ready to
mouth, though,
fight
man, but
Elaine
shout out
one night, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elaine, you about to get jumped in South Carolina?
Yeah. I'm not from South Carolina, but this is one team, two states, brother. I ain't
No.
messing with them.
I look, bro. I ain't got nothing against South Carolina. People took out of context. I don't like Myrtle Beach, but yeah.
I heard that
I don't
part.
like
I
Myrtle
heard
Beach
that.
either.
Yeah,
I
You
can't
want to talk
stand
about
Myrtle
it,
Beach.
Elaine? What happened with you in Myrtle Beach? What happened?
No, it's just the vibes of the city, man. Why everybody keeps saying something must have happened. Look, hey, PPP, if I say the vibes of the city and just, it's a very southern city, man. And there's a lot of really fucked up shit that kind of.
Sean, hit the link.
The vibes
Hit the
of the
link.
city are really fucked up. And it's not really, if I got to go vacation somewhere, I don't really want to be there.
I'm gonna help you out, Elaine.
Hey, hold on, Pop. Sean, hit the link at the top, man.
What's up, bro?
I was telling Sean, he said, can I get in?
Yeah.
I said, the link at the top. Go ahead, Pop.
The problem with Myrtle Beach is it needs to be rejuvenated. It needs to upgrade, and that's the problem.
Yeah, they
Because
probably
you
need to
can't
get rid of. They probably need to get rid of Mammy pancakes and coon chicken and all that shit too. You know what I mean? That
I've
probably
never
needs to
seen
go
coon
too.
chicken, but I mean, you gotta use your eyes to know what places to go and what not to go in.
No, but here's the thing: if I'm in Myrtle Beach, I'm literally taking time out of my work schedule, spending money to go somewhere to vacation, right? Like it's by choice. So if I have choices, I'd rather be in Miami. I'd rather be in Jamaica. You know,
You knew Black Bike Week moved from.
That's
there,
what I'm
right?
thinking about.
that shit kind
PPP.
of
That's
that
what I'm
shit.
thinking about right now.
Hey, look, I've
No,
seen
but
clips
you
of that,
knew that,
man.
right?
It looks a little too ratchet for me, bro. I might
It
have a
is,
bad
bro.
impression.
It is, bro.
I
It
might have.
is.
Yeah,
So
okay,
hold
all
on.
right. Yeah, I don't.
Watch
Yeah.
this, PPP. So when did you go there?
No, I didn't say. I said I didn't go there. I said from the clips I've seen, I might be wrong, but it looks a little ratchet.
Yeah,
It
of course.
is.
But I'm saying you didn't go there attending to that. So why would you be going to Murder Beach for any other occasion?
I don't understand your question.
Say I'll fight.
Never mind. You attended to go to spend your hard-earned money to go to
Yeah.
Murder Beach. Usually people go there for a certain type of event.
No. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about like you talking about bike week?
No. It was. I went to a. You know what I mean? I went to somewhere close. I went to a resort down there, and said, I've never been to Myrtle Beach. Let me go check it out.
So
Yeah,
you just had a bad experience. And you're right. There, like I
Yeah.
said, it
No,
needs to be
and honestly,
upgraded.
it wasn't a bad experience, man. It's just really, I don't want to get too deep into it on PPP's channel, but that city has a lot of history, man. And you can kind of see it. And I just don't like the vibes of the city personally. Nothing.
Hey, Sean, what's up, Sean?
There you go. I feel you. I feel you.
Sean.
Elaine, we got to talk about that behind
How's
the
it
scenes.
going?
I ain't
How's
from
it
South
going?
Carolina.
What's up, man?
Pull up on my channel, because when I start talking to you, you're gonna know exactly what I mean. Because I talked to someone about it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I got you."
Freaking
Yeah,
Myrtle
right.
Beach, bro. They talk about Myrtle Beach, man. Yo, Myrtle Beach crazy. Myrtle Beach too crazy, man.
In what way, bro?
Too crazy. Hell no.
Yeah.
I will
my
never go there
homies
again.
from South Carolina, boy. Y'all love y'all state, bro. I ain't mad at you, man. As soon as I
Hey,
say
I'm from.
something about
Hell nah. Hell nah. I'm from Jacksonville, North Carolina, mother.
Oh shoot, that's even worse, man.
I know it.
That's even worse. You talking about Myrtle Beach?
Hey, my man, I was just talking to, man.
Hey,
Pull up on my
Jacksonville
channel, man. We
worse.
gonna chop it up.
I hate Jacksonville too.
I've had a great time every time I went to Myrtle Beach. I've never had a bad time. Not
I
once.
live in
Yeah.
I live in Seneca, South Carolina, close to the foothills or something. Man, it's chill over here, bro. It's chill. Chill on the foothills of the mountains.
Hey, Joseph, say less. I thought your name was in there. Say less, Joseph. Yeah, you remember Joseph. My bad. Joseph.
Oh,
Joseph about to be mad at me. Hold on, Joseph.
Somebody
Name
said
was in.
Leggett speaks a different language. That's what the fuck I'm saying. I like this motherfucker speak.
Yeah, let me hear Leggett talk. I really haven't heard him speak yet.
Please.
Yeah. Pull up
You
Leggett.
gotta let this man hear that.
I love his accent, man. I don't care what nobody
Oh
says.
my god.
I'm not saying good,
because I
bad,
asked
right, or
Elaine, he
wrong.
said he was a little mishmouth, but I'm like, is he just speaking Geechee? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying
not
right or
speaking
wrong.
Geechee.
I just
He's
don't
not
understand them, bro.
Yeah. You gotta be
not
from
speaking
around. You gotta be from around here,
Hey,
man.
I'm
don't sound like him.
I'm gonna play the presser from today because I ain't watched that one yet.
Okay.
When he was at the state.
Oh snap! You ain't seen the presser? Oh, it's
Nah.
The one where he had the gold medallion on or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the one I
But
was talking about. That's the one I saw.
I want to hear it. Let's
I
finish listening to our
literally,
news.
Hold on, let me
He
hear.
fresh
Let me
with
hear.
it though, man. He had the medallion on. All right.
yeah, I literally just watched it right before I came on, like maybe 20 minutes ago. And then I started watching the linebacker one, and I was like, why they do that man like that?
Hold on, Pete. Before you get
Xavier, you woke up at
I want
Carolina.
y'all to watch this man energy though.
Yeah.
This man is hyper excited. He's
I like it.
This is what you want.
Love it, bro.
Yeah, I love it.
You can judge him how you want to. You can say he didn't do this, he didn't do that. He's been in school for 5 years. He's coming in with brand new energy.
Yeah.
He's happy. He's excited. All right, now,
And he's
go ahead, people.
confident.
You.
Yeah.
You got to be confident as a wide receiver.
Yeah.
All right.
Pinch yourself.
Say it one more time.
So you woke up a Carolina Panther this morning. Did you have to pinch yourself a little bit?
Oh no, man! I woke up ready, man. I got a call right after I got dressed. They was coming
I
to
gotta
pick
mute
me
my
up at
mic.
9:30 in the morning. I told them I'm gonna be ready.
I heard that. I got family in South Carolina speak
Feeling
like
like
that.
when you got the call? Because I saw the emotion in your face in the video, but what were those emotions?
Overly excited my whole time, and I really trying to hold my tears in for real. Man, I told my folks I wasn't gonna crack. I was trying to be tough guy, but man, I was really overexcited.
You ever think
I
when you played
understand every word this man
just a couple
said.
months ago that you'd end
Yeah,
up
shout out
kind
to
of
y'all, man.
returning here and playing to this game?
Oh yeah, man. Well, I knew they was in the talks of my range of where I was going to be able to fall. But and I'm excited that it happened the way it did.
You had a great final season. What do you think was different last year than the previous seasons for you?
I just say the availability part of it. I was more available this year. This was the most healthiest season I had out of my 5 years at South Carolina.
Xavier,
how much did you see from Spencer Rattler that kind of changed your perspective as a player?
And I think the best thing that happened for me and him was Coach Dow Loggins coming to be the offensive coordinator this year. I think him coming in, we was more comfortable this year than the previous year.
Have you had a chance yet to meet Bryce? And if so, how did that conversation go?
Oh no, so I haven't really met him yet, but he texted me last night. He tell me, man, he happy to work with me, man. I just text back and said, man, let's get to it.
So I know you had the town hall party that was kind of loud.
Oh yeah.
But did you happen to hear how Goodell pronounced your name?
Oh yeah, man. He said it right. He said it right. Oh yeah, that's how I tell everybody just to hold it. Make sure you say it with 2 E's. Shot.
With 2 E's.
You've got quite a few former teammates on this team. Have you talked to him yet? JC, Jamie?
Oh yeah, man. I talked to Jamie Robinson. I haven't talked to JC yet. He might have texted me, but a whole lot of folks will text me, man. But I'm gonna make sure I call all them boys today.
Yeah, worry about talking about Jamie
So
Robinson. You
come
gonna see him on the
area
bench.
in the PD. Obviously, you have guys like Kobe Durant, Darius Leonard, and even Byron Young that have come through. But now you're the first round pick from that area since 2007. What's that significance to you, and how proud are you to represent that area?
Oh man, just knowing the background of my area, man, I'm very excited, man, to be able to show the younger folks that's coming up, man, that they are able to do the things they want to do, and they are able to accomplish their dream.
Xavier, I know you hit the ground running since you got out of the car this morning. Has it felt a little bit like a fever dream, or has it kind of set in yet? You're really here. This is really happening.
Hey, well, really, man, like I said, man, I'm really excited, man. And when I got out of the car, just seeing all the fans, and they show me that they happy that I was the pick. So, man, it really haven't hit me yet, man. But I'm starting to feel it as the day keep going.
Xavier, I don't know if you heard about Bryce Young's father listing you by name as a weapon he would want for his son to play with. What does that mean to you when you hear guys, parents and families saying they want you to be playing alongside him?
Well, I seen a couple things of that going around on Twitter, man. But he sees something in me, man. That's really what it is.
Xavier, when you look back at all you've been through, not only in your life but the 4 or 5 years in South Carolina, do you kind of like pinch yourself too and just think a year ago this necessarily wasn't what everybody thought?
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, man, for sure, man. Because a year ago, man, I wasn't on anybody's board, but I never let that get to me, man. I just knew I had an extra year, and I knew this was the do or die season for me, man. I had to do it or go home.
Is there a guy?
Man, I like this cat, bro.
Growing
I
up,
like him too.
Kind of idolized or kind of watched and said, "Hey, I want to play like this player."
Oh yeah, man. Odell Beckham. He was one of the guys that I first started watching, but I had to realize I wasn't his size. We on Moody's side, so I started looking at a lot of the other bigger guys like the DK Metcalf, the Keenan Allens, the Devontae Adams, the Devos, and that's it.
Xavier, your last season started here in the stadium.
Oh yeah.
You had a big game. There were a lot of eyeballs on that game with Drake May playing. Do you think that was kind of like your hello world moment?
Oh man, I'll say what really had the folk that put them to notice was all them 50-50 catches I was making. I think that's really what put it on notice for real, man. Everybody keeps saying that was my coming out party. So.
How do you think your game could help Bryce Young on the field?
Oh man, I think just my ability to do the things that I was able to put on display this season. I think that like it kind of speaks for itself in a sense. So I think I can help the team out in a couple areas.
Alex talks a lot about self-awareness, and he mentioned that with you yesterday. Do you recall a conversation that you had with him where he brought that up and what that was like?
Oh no, so we never really talked about that. We just kept everything cordial.
If you were asked about self-awareness, how would you describe that with you?
Oh man, I don't really know how to put that in a way, man.
Xavier, obviously. When you think about Dave Canales, what are your first impressions of him?
Oh man, I think he's a real blue collar guy. I think he's really serious about his work, and he's gonna build his program up.
Does his energy, is that interesting to you?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. The first impression is always everything. I feel like he came off towards me with good energy and great, and I had a great impression for him.
See any similarities between him and Shane Beamer?
Oh yeah, man. Like I said, I think Cole Beamer, he's serious about his job too, man.
Xavier, what did you first think that the first round was a possibility for you? Was it during the season, during the process, or maybe not even up till then?
Oh man, well, through the process, everybody been telling me everything, man. But I knew what my agent been telling me my range was. I mean, I just was waiting to hear my name was gonna be Kyle.
What are the ways that the Panthers kind of told you throughout this process they kind of the roles they envisioned for you, and maybe some different roles too than just receiver?
Oh man, I'll say they just was telling me that they think that I'm a great player, and they seen the things that I was putting on display throughout the year, and that's just what it was.
Your accent has garnered a lot of attention. Have you seen what they've been saying about your accent and how much people really love it?
Oh yeah, man, they've been dragging it all over social media. They've been dragging it all over social media, man. I just tell folk, man, they really just ain't never heard nobody talk for money.
I have. I'm from South Carolina.
Man, I love this kid,
How
bro.
many names do people from home call you?
They call me Zay,
brother.
bro.
Me too, brother.
Zay,
Me
bro.
too.
Yeah. For
Where
sure.
did that come from? How did that originate?
Say what was
How
up?
did that originate?
Oh man, I don't know. My cousins, them, they just started calling me and this stuff.
Have draft parties at sports bars or hotels. I think you told us last night yours was at the town hall.
Yes, sir.
How did that come to be?
Oh man, that was really the only spot we had in Mullins to be able to do that. And I just wanted to keep it kind of small, just keep it just family
That's funny as hell,
so
bro.
I invited certain folks. Oh yeah, but
Or how many people would you say were there?
I'll say only about 65 people was there, but I plan to do something big to my community for my community just to show them that I appreciate it.
That when you come to Charlotte, you visit Jamie, and we know that's one of your friends. What do you know about the city? Have you spent some time here?
Oh man, well, you know it's pretty close to my hometown, so anytime we wanted to visit somewhere big, it was either here or Atlanta. So I've been here plenty of time. I think it's a good vibe around here.
We were talking about Spencer
Hey, watch
earlier.
your girl.
There's hopes he'll hear his name called today. Just what is your relationship with him?
See her, right? I don't know what she's doing.
Oh man, I say, man, my relationship with Spencer, man, it built up through his years at South Carolina. I think he's a very good person, right? And even and him on the field, it kind of speaks for itself, man. His arm talent is crazy.
Riding horses?
Oh yeah, ever since I was a little boy.
Oh, why? Who got you into that?
I might say my uncles, my dad. We do everything on the wildlife side, so I do a little bit of everything. Oh, yeah.
Did you go to any Panthers games growing up?
I've been to about one. Yeah, I've been about one guy. Oh shoot, I can't remember. I know it was when Cam Newton and Kevin Benjamin were.
How excited are you for your second Panthers game?
Hey, boy, it's gonna be my real first game. Hey, I'm really excited for that. I appreciate y'all.
Bruh, you can't get nothing but happiness listening to this man talk. His energy, I'm telling you. Look, y'all may not have got the wide receiver y'all wanted. Y'all may not like how they moved up that one pick and gave up one of their fifths to get him. I'm telling y'all, bruh, the energy that he's giving off, man, you're gonna root for him.
I get.
Y'all see where he's from?
You want to root for him, but I don't
Yeah,
think he's
he's a very likable dude, but so is Bryce, right? You know what I mean? Like Bryce seems like the kind of dude he's cool.
Who said they like Bryce?
Yeah, huh?
I don't. Who said?
No, a lot of people do like
What I'm
Bryce.
saying is that
They like his how he talks.
Hey man, this is where Mullins, South Carolina's at, man. It's on the other side of Florence.
Be good. How many times you done talked to somebody that said super to you over and over again?
You know how many times I tell him, man, bye. You know how many times I tell him bye. You know what I
Let me
mean?
tell y'all something real quick, man. This
Bye
city
just
right
means-
here,
yeah.
This city right here, you mess around and you go 2 miles over the speed limit in this city right here.
Oh, they got to collect that revenue money. That's the only way
Yeah.
they're getting it, bro.
Yes,
You
sir.
know those small towns.
You going straight to jail in this city. Straight to jail. Straight there. I just want to let y'all know that.
Elaine,
Yes, sir.
Elaine and PPP, don't get it twisted. Just because I like the guy, he gonna have to come out here and perform.
That's all I'm saying, man.
I
actually like him
it.
too.
I get it. I
I
love
actually
his
like him
story.
too, bro. When I heard the
I
interview, I
love
was
it.
like, oh, I like this dude.
Yes, sir. And he has a terrible story that gonna make people gravitate to him.
Can you speak on that? Because I keep hearing that. I need
Well,
what's the details about why he didn't.
his mother and father passed away, I believe, in an accident, and his grandmother who had a house right across the street, helped him raise him. During that time, till he got to a certain age or whatever. But he is not the only person who I've
But I
got
got a question for
behind
you,
that I
brother.
liked.
But I got a question. No, I got a question for you though. So
yes, sir.
He's been in college 5 years, and he produced 1 year. And people keep saying he didn't produce the other years because something had happened to him, and there was a reason why he didn't produce. Is that what happened? His parents died while he was in college.
I believe so, but don't quote me on that. I don't want to be because I'm still trying to dive in to find more about that.
Okay.
I mean, because that to me is what David Tepper lacks on the players that we have on the team. Because when David Tepper came in here, he said, "Hey, the Steelers, we didn't hold on to people. We just well, not only David Tepper but Matt Rule. Hey, we just let people go. We don't gravitate to them. We don't hold on to them. And I'm like, that's not the Steelers. This is Carolina Panthers. We hold on to our legends.
Right.
We that's what we do because we're a small market team. So I'm going to dig a little bit later. I might do a video on it, or I might just keep it to myself, depending on what it is. Because everybody's personal business don't need to necessarily be put out there.
Well, I think it's already kind of out there, but no, I got you. Yeah.
It is, but like. I just try to respect them to a certain extent.
That's fair.
But even like Mr. Light Skin who left practice last year that pissed me off. I get it that you wanted to handle your business, but you had 3 days left, and so you could have went and proposed to your wife and went on vacation, and you only gave us 7 sacks in 4 years. Like,
Who you talking
should
about?
be really paying attention.
Say his name. Who that?
I call him Mr. Alphabet. Who had the worst? Gross Matos. Yeah.
Oh,
this man.
Oh,
I didn't know he did that.
He left. Yeah, he left practice to go sit here and propose his wife. But his story is crazy. He has a horror story. If you really go back and look at it, he has a fucking horror story. His
That's dope. He's smiling through it all, man. That's dope.
His father drowned in the river. Like, it's just so much stuff. Like, but you would think they would take that same energy and put it on the field. And one thing that I took apart from hearing what Xavier Legette said after losing his parents and having a village around him to get to where that man is still smiling. And he also said, I fought through. He's the most healthiest year I've had since I've been there. But not only that, opportunity. He got the opportunity to go out here and display what he had. Yeah, it took him 5 years, but he's going to college. He's not stupid. A lot of people think that just because they're in college, they dumb. No, this is for NIL money. The man has been there. He ain't stupid, bro. He can talk how he want to talk. Some people bloom late. Some people bloom later. I've had cousins that was 5'1" and then shot up to damn 6'5". I'm like, where the fuck did that come from? Everybody blossoms different.
Yeah, I don't know about him though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I like him as a person, man. But the 1 year of production does scare me out of 5 years. Maybe there's some context to that story I'm missing. You get what I'm saying? I keep hearing there is.
Yeah, I gotta find out myself. But
and he's a little bit of a project, man, but a good player. Hopefully he'll yell at Bryce. That'll be good.
Of course. There's only I think there's only 3 wide receivers that came out here that I said is top elite that you could say close to a finished product. Nobody you picking 32 or 33
what I mean
is a
by
finished
project
product.
is too much of a project. Everything's on a sliding scale, right? Most experts said he was about a third round, late second round pick. And for us to package something up for someone who's a little unpolished in the route running, who needs that much work, maybe a little too much maybe too much value for a first round pick. Not enough value for a first round pick. But whatever. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Let's do this though. So all right, if we're going off his natural traits and what he does great, he actually is going to help because he's let's say he's unorthodox, right? He's not really trained to be as finessed in his game. You have two top tier elite route runners that you don't have to worry about that.
I think it's a good situation. You got two route runners veterans who are willing to teach him.
Hey, you know who blame the fault on? Even though I don't want to blame the fault on, that's going to still take time because you had the same guy who announced the 52 pick. Who was he? Masim Muhammad.
Yeah.
He came out here last year with Steve Smith. We know who he is. Was shouting out Mingo. And what Mingo do last year? Nothing.
Well, you understand that this guy is in the same mode of Mingo, Ben. They're long striders, right?
Yeah.
And,
That's why I'm about to say Mingo and TMJ.
Yeah, and
They're all basically the same player.
That's not a diss. It's just that's their play style.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ because I've never seen nobody. Like I said, and I said this on Black Cat. When you did interviews with Mingo, it seemed like he was concussed then, and he ain't even played a down yet.
No, you're talking about their personality. What I'm saying is their playing style. Neither one of them are sharp cut.
There you go.
Runners. Neither one of them come open quickly.
I'm starting with one thing first, and I'm gonna move along to the next.
Oh, go ahead.
Move along to the next. All right. So that right there, I never seen him in a huddle with the guys or this, that, and other. All year, I went to several different practices and things of that nature. I couldn't find Mingo for nothing to save my life. What I did see was Terrence Marshall J by himself catching passes from the pass machine. I'm not knocking Mingo. I'm not. But I think he is a possession wide receiver, and that's that. Until he critiques his craft. This guy is electric. He just got the home in he just needs more time. You know what I'm saying? But I think he could be really nice.
Yeah,
I don't know, bro. Not with what you call as his QB, bro. I mean,
he's not a good target for Bryce, but I think overall, I hope he can.
Why are y'all worried about Bryce?
Because he's going to be the quarterback.
Because he's going to be the quarterback.
And this wide receiver, hold on, brother. This wide receiver development is contingent on their quarterback that's throwing him the ball.
Cool. Okay. All right. Well, let's stay right there with it. If they get him all the weapons, they just got him a top tier running back, right? And they just got him a whether you call him a first round running back or not, he's a number one runner.
I would say first round value, yeah.
And if they go, we got 5 more picks. If they go out here and get him a tight end tomorrow, to take on Sanders, there is no excuses for Bryce to not to be able to deliver the ball. Whether he has Xavier has a great year or not, it's other pieces that come into play and having a great game. That's my point. They said that there's, and I'm gonna say this one point, and I'm
of course,
They said they're not specifically building a team around Bryce. They could be lying. What I'm seeing right now is they build around Bryce, which means if he messes up, guess what? We got our first round pick, and we also got our second round pick from them moving with the Jets. I'm cool, baby. Because we never thought we'd win the Super Bowl this year, did we? And I'll leave it from there.
No, that's a fact, right? And my thing is this: that I can't say how good this guy's gonna be, but just based on the skill set, I know he cannot be good with Bryce, right? For one, the reason being that he excels. He's a long strider. He's 4.39 speed. He has that sneaky build-up burst, and he's dominant when it comes to the 50-50 balls, using his body for position. Those are throws that Bryce doesn't attack intermediate and deep. The most he attacked the intermediate in a game was 40% of his throws, and that was in Green Bay, who struggled with that. So where this guy actually excels, he's not going to be open. Yeah, he's not going to be open the first, 1 second or a second and a half of a play. That's not where he excels, right? He's gonna get position and use his body and his frame to get position over a guy, man. He's dominant with those 50-50 balls. Bryce, that's not Bryce's game. You get what I'm saying? He's not a polished route runner. He's weak where Bryce needs his receivers to be strong. So that's why you saw guys like TMJ and DJ Chark excel when Andy Dalton was in the game, right? Because Andy Dalton has the ability. Yeah. So that's the only thing I'm saying. You got Bryce, the guy you're trying to develop this receiver with this quarterback, and I think it's a disservice to him to be in Carolina, in my opinion.
I'm about to say what you say. Don't say how he can be used here. You know what I mean?
Right. It's not an indictment on him, but yeah.
Yeah. Not on him. This, like I said, we got TMJ, we got Mingo. They both run the same route.
No,
you know what I mean?
Nobody signed
But
Chark, man.
see, I'm gonna take the Dodo Birds, the Atlanta Falcons approach on this. Since they can make all the excuses in the world, so why not I pitch my pitch? I don't care if he doesn't excel with these wide receivers. What I like is that if Bryce doesn't do his job and get these balls to these wide receivers, that are.
I know where you're going, brother.
They go ahead, finish it for me, bro. You got it, Eli. You know I'm going with it.
Go ahead. But the problem is you're just saying, yo, it's on Bryce. They're gonna probably pull him.
There you go.
But are they? But are they though? But are they gonna pull Bryce?
Well, no. I want him to play. I want him to play the whole fucking year.
Yeah, but
I want the whole year. I want you to what you call.
Omar
no
Tillman
excuses.
Omar Tillman said something that was brilliant, and it really just Omar Tillman.
I love Omar.
Omar said that Bryce needs to win, no matter what the context, what happens. If Bryce don't win 7 games, he's not going to be able to keep his job, because 7 games is enough wins to keep the Panthers out of position of drafting another quarterback next year. You get what I'm saying? So no matter what happens, Bryce is gonna need to put some wins on the board, at least 7 of them. Because make no mistake, all the excuses in the world.
You're right.
All the excuses in the world anybody gives Bryce, in whatever universe the Panthers still had their number 1 draft pick today or yesterday, they would have drafted another quarterback.
Exactly. It's insane to almost, and I hate saying this because I've been arguing with my brethren about why the fuck would the Atlanta Falcons do what they did with Michael Penix?
I like it though.
I like it too.
Listen. I don't want to. Listen. I didn't say that for us to go down that road. What I'm saying is,
we're not gonna go down that. If you don't want to go, go ahead.
What I'm saying is that they did it for a what situation in case somebody gets hurt. And they also did it for the fact that they're coming up with all these different scenarios, this, that, and other.
Yeah.
Bryce doesn't have that, and we don't have that here.
No, but I'll say this real quick, brother. We won't go too deep down into the role. Statistically speaking, the version of Bryce that played those first 3 games, I get Bryce had a rough season, but there was a difference between the first 3 games of Bryce and when he actually sat a week and came back. He was a completely different player. He was able to find players he wasn't able to find.
I think he had a haircut.
Probably. Right. But sitting that week, but even before then, he was having trouble finding Thielen. He wasn't really finding Chark those first 3 games. Sitting that 1 week benefited Bryce. And the real formula that has worked in the NFL is if you keep a guy ready, you don't got to get ready. So you get a quarterback early, you keep him around in your organization, and you slowly build his traits, man. Low key, which y'all don't want to give credit for, Geno Smith being in Seattle 3 years before he actually got the starting job again helped him, right? Patrick Mahomes sitting helped him.
I agree.
Jordan Love. So this kid is gonna sit in Atlanta for 3 years. They're not gonna wait to see if they ever get in position to draft another quarterback when it's time to in 3 or 4 years. No, just go ahead and get your guy now and start grooming him. You hit the ground running. Yeah,
that's a fact, and which puts us in a scenario where that's what I love about it. The only problem I have is the quarterbacks that are coming out next year. I don't have no faith in them.
Hey, hold on
That's
right
the
quick,
only
fellas.
problem.
Is it
Hold on right
Manny?
quick.
Oh,
Hold on right quick, fellas. Shout out to Cool Kev, man, for gifting 5 membership to the Panthers Prime Podcast,
cool
man.
Okay.
Yeah, appreciate that, man. Hey, if you got a membership, man, go ahead and thank Cool Kev in the chat, man. Go ahead, fellas.
Yeah,
He did that.
Yeah, man. I get your point, man. You get what I'm saying. You said we don't have that situation because you don't like the quarterbacks coming out next year. I heard one of the Manning kids coming out next year, or whatever.
Archie Manning.
He's supposed to be
Archie Manning, the third or whatever.
I mean,
whatever.
you got the
whatever
guy
Game
from
of Thrones he come
Texas.
from.
Yeah,
You
who's
got
that
the
guy
guy
you
from
keep
Texas.
you keep throwing out
Yeah,
there?
Cam Ward can have a breakout year. I think y'all would love him.
Yeah.
And I know Shador.
So
He's out there.
be good. This is the thing. Now with Cam Ward, I like Cam Ward too. I agree with you. I like Cam Ward too. The problem is he's gonna have to show out this year. Now he's going to
Yeah, that's what I
the
said.
Gators.
That's what I told
He's
what you
gonna
call
have
it.
to
It
show
can
out.
be that's what I told what you call it. If he shows out, then yeah, that's our guy. But if he's this, or let's just say if he crumbles, when I say crumbles, he just have an okay year. You know what I mean? Then okay, he's sitting another year. You know what I'm saying? In college,
But I think he'll come out. But he has to be Heisman Award in conversation. He has
I
to be in
don't
Heisman conversation.
I don't think he got to be, bro, because he showed
He
these
has
last
to.
2 years. He showed these last 2 years, bro. He's one of the top guys. Everybody one of them. It's just like I said. It's this, bro. Miami is
I'm
not.
gonna play politics with you. The reason why I say that they're not gonna glorify him because he transferred schools and he went to Miami. And then you think about whoever else got the push behind them. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna have an immaculate year. Trust me when I say that.
I mean, I get that, but I always say if you're talented, if he's playing great, I ain't saying when it comes to all the wins, if you playing great, the league will find you. AKA what you call his name, they're playing for the Bills. He didn't win games. I'm not saying he needs to just win like this 2 games. I'm saying like if he can win 7 to 9 games, which Miami's on the table of winning, and he's showing out in each of them games like he did last year. He'd be a top pick. That's all I'm asking for. The dude can make 3 level throws. He can run. He 6'2", 230. That's the type of guy we would love to have on this team, especially next year if Bryce is
And
not going to be the guy.
and be good. I'm not trying to push back. Like I said, I'm with you when it can't come to Cam Ward, but that kid from Penn State is 6'4", 232, can throw in
Okay, him
all
too. I forgot to
arm
add him
angles.
too.
But they're not gonna sit here and push. They're not gonna push Cam Ward like they're gonna push old buddy from Penn State. I
I
promise
mean,
you.
right now we got to see. We
It's
may not even have
politics.
the #1 pick. That's what I'm saying. Top 5 pick. That's what I'm saying.
Oh
In
yeah,
time to tell where
we
position.
will. We will have no one draft. Yeah, don't worry.
I mean, we'll see.
Be good. we will be good. Don't worry. Be good. We right where we're supposed to be.
We've been saying that for a long time. Every time we want something to happen, it don't happen our way. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying. But look at the excuses that we can make up because everybody gonna make it. Certain people gonna make excuses for certain people this year, right?
Yeah, we already know that.
I'm gonna tell you, the big joker gonna come out if we go 2-3, 4 and negative. Hey, guess who gonna be scot free? Your owner. First thing he gonna say, well, hey, you know what? Canales is here. He's the head coach. He don't feel fit. When he gets upset, he gonna run at Canales. Canales say, "Hey, I didn't pick that quarterback. That ain't my quarterback. I did what I could with the guy because he's the short quarterback whisperer. That's what they gave him, just like they gave Cam Newton Superman."
Like I said, bro, time will tell when it comes down to it. I mean, I don't consider that dude's a quarterback whisperer. I don't know where people keep getting that
Facts.
logic from, but it is what it is. But when it comes down to it, I mean, look,
I
if
ain't
we
saying
in the
I gave
top
him
5,
that. I'll just let you know.
yeah, I didn't say you. I just know people have, but I just said if we in the top 5 pick, all I'm saying is when it comes to certain quarterbacks, I mean, we all got our likes, our what I mean, dislikes for certain people. All I'm just saying is we'll be in position to get
Yeah,
wherever God is.
he a QB whisperer, man. He taking Bryce from 11 touchdowns to 12.
Hey, but what Frank Rhino QB whisper?
No, dude said 15 to me yesterday, Elaine. 15.
And boy, they standards as low as hell, bro. They was telling me 35 in the off season.
Right?
Standards that dropped. Was looking for it.
Just saying, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I give y'all some game real quick. Nobody out here with a nickname hasn't earned it.
Bricey Pooh, King Bricey.
No, nobody with a nickname.
Icy Bricey.
Bricey.
Nobody with a nickname hasn't earned it. I'm just telling you. I ain't talking about your family. I'm talking about outside your family.
What about Ace Boogie?
Where'd you get that from?
That's Cam Newton.
Yeah, but that was something his family and him. They called themselves. We called him what? Superman.
Hey, PPP, man, if you go under these Panther interviews and listen to look at what the Panther fans are typing, man, it's some weird shit, man. I don't know.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, half the time I'll be looking at the comments on the Panther joint. I'll be like, yo, y'all not even forming like a full sentence.
Yeah, man.
Bro, it gets. I don't know if these people ain't finishing school. Don't mean you have to, but at least you got to talk or type what you're trying to think and say. Literally.
Or yo, just use speech to text.
Right. And it don't make sense because like Q from from Black Cat, he literally did a whole show on that shit. And this dude said, Bricey Pooh, I would give up my life just to make you smile one more day.
I've been seeing that, bro. I'm like, this is weird, bro.
I can't, bro. I seeing a mess like that. I can't read that out loud.
Nah, I'm trying to talk analytics to these type of people.
Hey, it's like calculus 2.0, right?
That's the problem, yeah.
Hey, real quick, Cool Kev, I appreciate you for dropping Elaine's link in the chat, man.
I appreciate
that. If you guys have not done so, please go to Elaine's channel, Panther Theory. Hey, Elaine, you tell them real quick.
Yeah, Panther Theory, man. If you fucking hate Bryce guts, man, just not joking, man. I get that a lot, man, that I hate Bryce. I don't. You get what I'm saying? We like to just take an analytical view to football and a historical view to football centered around the Panthers, man. So it's a good time over there. We laugh, we have jokes, and we just talk analytics, man.
Hey, Elaine, you got to put your Panthers Theory
in the thing,
Yeah, you got to do that, and also your thumbnail, like your picture.
I think BJ got one designed for me. I gotta upload it, man. You know what I mean? I'm feeling a little better, man. I think I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna start like cleaning up a lot of my branding and stuff like that. But
Yeah, man. Go ahead, because that's half the battle. To be honest with you, man, it's just the aesthetics of it. Yeah,
Correct.
man. Yeah,
that's where I'm weak right now. The aesthetics ain't really where it needs to be, but BJ got me.
Yeah, most def, man. Pop.
Yes, sir.
Tell them where they can find you. Yeah, we getting ready to get up out of here. I've been on this thing for 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm tired.
That's it.
Yeah, hello, boy. I done drove from now. When I talked to y'all this morning, I was in south of Richmond, Virginia. Right now, I'm south of Springfield, Massachusetts. Right now, your boy is tired.
As you should be. Man, listen. Yeah, I don't know if y'all think what I'm saying is crazy or not.
I need you to change your thumbnail though, because that's disrespectful.
What you mean? What's my?
Oh, wait, is that Bryce Young, bro?
Yes, that's Bryce Young, bro.
I screenshotted his picture at the podium. What do you? What?
Yeah,
bro. He is not that.
How short is he? Because I went to go see the practice, and he disappeared every time. He's a fucking wizard.
I hate Pop.
Sorry. Sorry.
Pop, tell them where they can find you at, man.
Man, you can find me at the Black Cat Panther podcast, man. It's one of the most. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Look. Anytime someone breathe like that and stop, you know they about to lie. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hell no. When somebody breathe like that, it's like, ooh, how many words how can I explain it? It's like, this is the most passionate uncut, raw. You better come with your shit, or that's your ass podcast. It is there is. Everybody is very strong on their opinion, and if you're gonna say it, you better mean it, and you better be factual because it's all we want to be very factual. We are very passionate. We are very passionate. You can't say dumb shit because you might get challenged. It don't matter who pulls up. We love everybody. It don't matter who you are, where you come from, what color, size, shape, and size. Come through. And not only that, we got Black Cat After Dark. Become a membership, and that's when it gets real gritty. Turn your shit off if your mama around. I'm trying to tell you this for grown folks.
It's like BET After Dark. Oh, shit.
BET After Dark. Ain't no ass titties around. But if you really want to say what you want to say, you know what I'm saying? If you care about us, you want to say some rated R shit, come over there to Black Cat Panther After Dark, because that's where you really can say how you really want to feel. You know, we gotta maintain ourselves. You know what I'm saying, on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That's why I make sure I carry myself a certain way when I go on certain platforms. I don't want nobody to get flagged for nothing. I want everybody to have good content, good content. So trust me, if you want to have that nitty gritty, cool, come through. You know what I'm saying? Go host that shit.
Yeah.
I'm just your boy, Poppin', representing the Panthers, and I'm rocking with you and everybody else.
Yeah, man, pull up on me on Panther Theory, man. We got to do something one day, man.
I definitely will, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Be Good. You don't got a channel, do you? Be Good.
Nah, I ain't doing that channel thing yet.
Okay. Well, you need to go get you one, man.
Hold on, support you when you do. Be good. Let us know when your fight is so we can pull up, because you is in the Carolinas. So goddamn, let's go.
Oh yeah,
be good, low key. Be
more
good,
ticket sales, more money.
Talk to him. Be Good. Talk to him.
May 31st, even though I'm sick as hell. You know what I mean? And
May
damn,
31st.
So, yeah, that's what it's going. Or May 30th. I have to look at it. It's a Friday. I know that.
Okay.
Well, you ain't got Ebola or nothing, do you?
You say what?
You got Ebola. I think the nigga just got a cold, bro.
Okay. All right.
He went for the
He a traveler man. I don't know where he be going.
Nigga went for mad cow disease, bro. Get all the normal shit.
That's funny, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have a joke, but I'm too tired.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yo. Who's this right? It's Trucker 49. Trucker, what's up, man?
What's up, fellas? How y'all like them picks today? How y'all like those picks today?
Oh man, it was pretty good, man. We enjoyed it. I think they could have I don't know. I think they did good.
Yeah,
I think they did good.
I don't know yet. Yeah, it's like I'm like in the air. Yeah, I'm like iffy. I'm like, let's see what happened. Yeah,
man, I can't hear nothing you saying. What you said?
You sound like
you can't hear me?
Yeah, you sound a little far away from your phone there.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, somewhat.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Somewhat, yeah. I'm rolling, man.
Let's get your last word.
Right now.
Yeah.
I'm in Raleigh. I'm rolling.
You're in Raleigh?
Yeah.
Okay, man. You be safe. I saw you say you out there rolling, cool Kev out there rolling. Y'all be safe out there doing those deliveries at night, man.
Oh yeah, always, man.
Yeah.
I'm always tuned in, whether it's Panther Theory. What's up, Elaine?
What's up,
I heard you. What's up? I'm listening all the time. Either you, PPP, or Unc, or Big Cat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why you say Black Cat?
Oh, something happened to your channel. I didn't like that shit.
Like, share, and subscribe. The Black Cat Panther Podcast.
Who is that? Who is that kid? The goat. Is that
the
goat
Black
right
Cat Panther Podcast?
Nah, that's not Kendall. No.
That's not Kendall. Okay, I'm familiar with Kendall. I don't know what company.
Yeah, Kendall. I came in the room last week and they put me on trial. Kendall came. He came up. The goat came up on the joint. Oh, I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you. I said, well, God dang, what I done did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Kendall.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, what I done did, man?
Kendall big up. You know what I'm saying? He OG, triple OG. You know what I'm saying? You
He said,
gotta
hold
respect
on.
one.
He said, oh yeah, I've been waiting for you. You stay right there. You stay right there.
Yeah. If you like Kendall the GOAT, you need to subscribe to Black Cat Panther Podcast.
Yeah. Hey, shout out Eternal 252 for that 2-month membership, man. He said I might get a Trevin Wallace jersey, leap of faith. Hey, man, listen, I like him. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's a pretty good pickup, but we got to see how it's gonna play out.
Let him get his first sack first. Jesus Christ, save your money.
Right, I ain't gonna lie. But hey, this is like off the grid. Hey, PPP, you're not gonna get you a Leggett jersey?
I think the first jersey I'm probably gonna get is a Troy Hill. I think that's the first one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a Troy Hill. Listen, Troy Hill was pretty good.
You see now. I know you see now. You said that, bro.
It's gonna be
pray together.
It's gonna be either Troy Hill or I'll get a Jonathan Brooks before I get a Xavier Leggett one.
Okay.
Yeah. I like the running back pick. I like the running
Brooks?
Yeah, I like Brooks. I like Brooks. I like Brooks. Pause.
Just saying, like one of the you got to get them early because if they turn something special, you don't want to be the one to be like, oh, I'm trying to get a jersey. You want to be ahead of the game.
You want to be ahead of the game.
Ones. Exactly.
Yeah. No, I feel you, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully, he's ready week 1 to show us, unlike how it was with Miles Sanders, how they kind of rushed him into that starting role. If he's hurt, let him sit out.
They're gonna do him like they did Gibbs.
No.
Man.
Brooks ain't starting. Brooks ain't starting.
Hey, what about the
baby?
Running back? What about the running back that started for the Falcons? He did good his first year, did he not?
Talking about Bijan,
but he wasn't hurt.
Yeah, Bijan wasn't hurt. Yeah, Bijan came in 100%.
We got basically what they're trying to say that Brooks is Bijan 2.0.
I hope so.
Healthy wise, that's what they're trying to say. I'm not saying saying that. I'm saying like the rumors is like he was that guy. You know, because y'all gotta understand, he ran behind Bijan. Once Bijan went, he was the next man up.
I know PPP's trying to get out of here, so I ain't really trying to go down the rabbit hole. But that would be a good conversation to start.
We'll have it tomorrow. Hey, I'm going live tomorrow at 10 o'clock, man. Well, about 10:30, 10:45, somewhere around there, man, for the 12 o'clock draft. Panthers got the first pick tomorrow, the 101, and we're going to see what's going to happen, man. But, fellas, I am up out of here, man. Y'all have a good one, man. Yes, sir. Keep pounding. Y'all be good.
Peace.
All right, bro.